So you just had your all feeding with a Zazel. So what you gonna do now?
What are we gonna do?
Tara, I need you. While I appreciate your music, I need you to be quiet, honey. Alright. Should be able to hear people now.
Thorgrim was going to see if we can find some place to sell some goods, because he might be able to. He doesn't really know anything about this city, and he doesn't really know if there's any place that sells anything or that will buy off anything that are not your typical goods like the Hydra scares that we got.
Tauntaun votes to go find Poe Masters. Apparently Poe Masters has been to this city multiple fucking times. Probably knows his way around.
That's actually a good point.
That's right, he did arrive before us, so.
He arrived before us. He's apparently given a bunch of shit to their museum.
He's already waiting in some hotel whose name
We also have a local.
It was something. DM, it was the something Halo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something Halo. All right, let's go look for the something Halo.
No.
It was the insert correct word here, Halo.
No, I know, Jordan. He won't let us find out unless we know the exact name when we look through my notes.
Radiant Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Radiant Halo. That's what's called.
It was Radiant Halo. I just pulled that out of my ass.
Actually, wait. I think that just sounds
I don't know
familiar.
if that sounds right.
Celestial Halo, Golden Halo, Orange Halo, Red Halo, Yellow Halo, Halo 3.
Please stop yelling. I'm trying to find things, and your yelling is distracting me.
He's not yelling, he's talking pretty normally.
Maybe it's because I'm focusing that everything sounds so loud to me.
What are you, drunk when you focus?
Yes.
Be very wary of the hangover. Make sure to drink plenty of water.
Oh.
Remember, children, drink responsibly. Drink plenty of water and bring bread and crackers.
What have we all done in this town so far? Because I forgot to take notes last time. And I'm
Nothing.
trying to write stuff down.
We literally
Talk about
arrived.
Zazel.
Yeah, we've
we
done
can
very
talk-
little except going to the castle.
Which reminds me, Tauntaun needs to pull people inside at some point.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to do that when you get to the end. You guys don't remember the name of it.
Right, we were
I'm
going to go
really
to the
sure-
library too.
I'm not allowed in the library as yet.
None of you are.
Yeah, no, we gotta
Oh.
prove that we're good people. Which, for Tauntaun, questionable as to what his motives are for anything.
We must prove that we are upstanding citizens of Halo.
Okay, I didn't write it down either. What the fuck? I think this was around the time where my brain just stopped working, so that completely went over my head too.
Hi. Well,
Well, I know one way to find out. Hold on.
And that is?
the fucking video, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Okay, good luck.
Should be towards the end of the video.
You know what, I'm just gonna...
Yep, we have a video record.
Can I just roll to see if I remember what it's called?
No.
Okay.
Well, Tauntaun's gonna start walking and he's gonna hope Bartholomew is following.
Bartholomew is not following you.
Yeah.
Well, shame, I'm gonna start looking for the named Radiant Halo.
Actually, I'm just gonna ask Bartholomew and Dwarven if he knows where Poe Masters is.
He shakes his head no.
What, do you know the name of the inn you usually stay at?
He shakes his head no.
Okay.
You're assuming. The thing only takes orders in Dwarven. Do you think it can read Common or whatever the fuck they speak here?
Yes.
I'd assume that a lot of things here are in less language. I can't
what I've done. Homing slings are common too.
Would be nice.
That or they have the very noticeable symbol feature. You know, like how a blacksmith's just had kind of an anvil little symbol. Pictograms are very helpful. Why did we stop using pictograms? Fuck remembering addresses. Give me a fucking pictogram.
The common chaos. Oh, he's definitely muted. I didn't.
Yes, he is definitely muted because he is currently looking through the video to find the name of the thing.
Yeah.
Don't you love us technically having special notes? I personally am too lazy to go check through the video. So, Tauntaun is just going to go looking for a place called the Radiant Halo or the Celestial Halo.
Okay.
Or the
What are
Glow.
the rest? What are the rest of you doing?
I don't know. Guess we'll just wait here until we remember.
I'm sticking with the crew.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
What is it?
Tauntaun is bringing habits.
It's the Radiant Halo.
Well, yeah.
Holy shit. I remembered something.
Guess we can go look for the Radiant Halo now.
Alright, roll investigation with advantage.
All of us or just one?
Just one of you.
I have a +6. I rolled a nat 20.
I thought you left us though.
I did.
So you find it.
God
What
damn
about
it.
What about the rest of you?
Who has the highest investigation?
I only have
Telling
4.
me.
Well, I have 3, so...
Weirdly, I think our best investigator just left us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hubert only has a 1.
I have
What?
a 0.
I have 4.
well, you got the highest, so you roll it.
You're good at murder.
Wait, seriously?
Yep,
Yeah.
I have a 3.
At least I get advantage.
And you also get a, if you aren't proficient in it, you also get half your proficiency bonus to it because of Jack of all trades.
True, it's already added in. I, for some reason, rolled only normal, so hold on. Let me roll one more time. I think that's the only reason I have a 4 is because of my Jack of all trades. I got an 11. Better than that one, but fuck me.
This is very big.
It's gonna take you a while.
Okay.
How long does it take Tauntaun to find it?
Not very. In fact,
There you are.
voila.
Ooh, it's a biggin'. Do I see Poe?
Yep. He is sitting. He is currently sitting at a table, happily eating.
Gorging
Oh, hey,
himself
you're
as
a cat.
usual.
Just gonna sit across from Poe Master.
All right. He looks to you before nodding, greeting, as his mouth is currently too full for him to speak.
Tauntaun is going to give a silent greeting back.
Eventually, he swallows his mouthful and says, "Ah, so how did traveling go? And where are the rest of your compatriots?"
Well, I figured they'd follow me since I know how to find things pretty well sometimes. Apparently they didn't. So they're probably lost in the city.
I'm beginning to realize that you have a small issue with not actually staying with your friends.
I suppose I do.
Should
But
you really?
then again, I'm still waiting for the day they all stab me in the back and try to steal my liver.
So instead of trying to get friendly with them, you continue doing things that make them want to stab you in the back and steal your liver. Wouldn't it make more sense to get buddy with them so that they aren't tempted to do that?
I mean, I think I'm fairly buddy with Jubilee. That orgy was definitely close enough.
You say this, and yet here you are, sitting alone having abandoned your group,
I'm not alone. I have Patterson and my cat.
both of which are creations of you, and thus are extensions of you, which makes you here by yourself.
Tonton is just going to grab Patterson's skull and just cover where ears probably be. Don't listen to him. He's just jealous of your ivory glory.
In any case, Buddy, he says, doing finger quotes, is definitely not leaving your group high and dry for the third time since I've seen you do this.
I normally don't wander off too far.
But you do wander off. And
I do.
That is
But
the
that's
problem.
mostly so I don't have to deal with that disorder.
You should work on that. It isn't good.
Do not want to deal with her?
You wander off. See, every time you wander off, you cause more negative energy to manifest within your group, which then, of course, manifests in scoldings, which then manifests into a negative energy that makes you want to wander off. All of this could be solved by simply not wandering away.
And I have to hear her nagging.
But she barely talks to you.
Yeah, every time she does, it's nagging.
And the only time she nags you is when you try to wander away.
Generally, after I've already wandered away.
Which
The
goes to show,
translation.
which goes to show you shouldn't be doing it.
She's not my mother. I don't even know who my mother is. Well, technically, I suppose I sort of killed my mother.
But she
Your
is
mother?
your... Enough of that. But she is your companion, and from what you have said, she is the leader of your group. Correct?
We never put it to a vote.
But you yourself have said she is.
When did I ever say that?
And whenever we encountered those Duragar.
I don't remember ever saying she was the leader to the Durgar. She just kind of took the leader position. And I'm too lazy and too irresponsible to really do anything about it. If she wants to take all the fame, and the responsibility, and the potential problem, free to have it.
Yes, but generating more problems is not a great way to stay on people's good sides.
Look, push comes to shove, she knows how to send Hubert down. And I'm not going to be able to beat that man.
Yes,
He's a very
which
terrifying man.
which leads me back to my original statement of stop chasing her off.
Look, it's the best I'm going to be able to do. But at the same time, Hubert is very good with rope.
He's also very good with his swords. And
Yes, he is. So long as I don't resist, he just uses rope.
until such a point as he gets tired of you insulting the person that he is supposed to be
I
working
don't
for,
insult her.
as I was saying, and eventually
Yeah.
kills you.
I don't think she'd let him do that.
I need you to understand one thing that is very important. There is only so much both of them can take, and he can take a lot less insults towards her than she can. Because there is a wondrous saying back from where I come from that is, a problem isn't a problem if it is never found. Which means he could silently kill you and then hide your body, and you just went missing one day.
You've now got me wondering how easily I could fake my own death.
And if you have a certain spell, very easily. However, it would probably just be more simple to just stop wandering away.
Also, which spell are we talking about for faking your own death?
And at this point, the rest of the group shows up.
Did we hear the
Making
parts
your what
about
now?
Oh, I guess we
Yes.
did.
Don't worry about it.
You did hear it.
Right. Adol just doesn't even give Tauntaun a time of day and sits by Pomasters. Hello, Pomasters. Oh, wait, where's Bartholomew? Is he waiting outside?
Yeah, he can't fit.
Fair enough. So,
Oh, Masters, it's good to see you.
Good to see all of you as well.
you never mentioned that you were so well known in this city.
I have told you I am the greatest adventurer in the land.
Yes.
Orgrim wants to sit at his own table.
Is this a chair or like a tipped over chair or like?
It's just
I
a
don't-
chair.
This is
It's
a
just
chair
a
that's sitting sideways a bit.
Okay,
It's made-
yeah, the sideways positioning kind of throws me off a bit.
Can you not
It's just
fix it?
No, it's part of the map.
No, I meant Thorgrim. Can't you fix it?
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
like,
It's a chair to sit in.
Play of this
It's just
chair.
a chair.
yeah. The problem is Matt's brain and Matt's vision sees the sideways chair and gets confused.
I get it.
The feng shui of the chair was just off. Thorgrim didn't want to sit.
Not
Vibes
enough.
are incorrect in this facility.
The mise en scène is unaligned.
I must fix it all. Thorgrim, the interior decorator, is born.
The interior decorator, no. Thorgrim, the OCD.
Oh. Did you travel here well? There were
Yeah.
no complications, were there?
There was one.
Pretty big
I'll
one.
say
actually.
2, but okay.
That is most unfortunate.
Indeed. Someone from George's past. We managed to dispatch him, but we have a feeling he's going to be back.
Yeah.
I mean, it said it'd be back. Like,
One of the nights we were camping out in Jubilee's little dome trick, the angels that were supposed to carry us around to Haven kinda sorta were killed. So I figured, why not investigate? Because, you know, there are suddenly 4 dead angels. And then this weird shadow thing jumped out at me and threatened to slit my throat. So, that was a problem.
That sounds like a very big one.
Indeed.
Yes, it was.
Yet another on our ever-growing list.
Mm-hmm.
question. DM, would you say this man's claws were spidery?
No,
No, not like spider limmy.
no,
Okay,
not even close.
hold on.
They looked kind of like, Freddy Krueger hands to me.
Agreed.
That would be similar to what they were, yes.
Reminded me more of Lady, what's her name? Not Lady Sabretooth. Lady Deathclaw from X-Men.
Yeah, similar, yeah. Definitely.
I'm pretty sure that the claws were as big as you, as Thorgrim.
Probably, most likely.
The claw.
Ah.
Well, I
Anyway,
did grab Thorgrim, so.
where were we?
Face.
You were
Alright.
discussing how things went bad.
Yeah,
We were able to defeat him, though. But again, he will be back. He seems to have an obsession with George.
Most unfortunate.
Yes, and George was acting very... what's the word? Unlike himself.
yes.
Uncharacteristic.
Yes.
He was rather angered and frightened by this thing, and I have a feeling it's a similar idea about then Thorgrim just trails off.
Indeed. He is heavily traumatized.
Yeah.
Either way, hopefully we'll be able to figure out a way how to end that problem permanently. But that is for another time.
A lot of problems we really need a permanent solution to.
Yes, and
Question.
yet... Yes?
DM,
Yo,
Oh,
Tauntaun know what a lich is?
Roll a Arcana.
Does it look like a lich?
No,
Nah.
What?
you've never heard. You don't know what licking an itch would help in this situation for.
Ha.
Son of a
now I
lich.
can explain what just went through my brain.
Oh, you're going robot.
Am I better?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I can't explain what just went on in my brain now because Tauntaun doesn't know what a lich is. You know, the only other undead that people can think comes back.
Adel really isn't thinking about that right now. She will think more on its identity when she gets more information. But where
So
were
hey,
we? Oh, sorry.
Masters, buddy,
Yes.
friend.
My friend, my pal.
Can I ask you a small
I
favor?
think nice.
Depends on the favor.
Could you, at some point, point me in the direction of a place that would purchase, Hydra scales?
Well, there are 2 different guilds within the city that would be able to do that. The Adventurers Guild for one, and the Blacksmithing Guild.
But I would suggest before you go over there that you wait for the night market, Thorgrim. You do already have a rapport with the shopkeeper, quote-unquote, of this night market.
That is fair. I could probably swing a deal with them.
Though, it's
And, you know,
actually...
we could all sell our stuff together.
What day is... Wait, not what day is it? What time is it right now? Is it day?
It's shortly after mid-afternoon.
Okay. Well, there's nothing stopping you from comparing prices.
Well, I mean, wouldn't hurt to search for the highest bidder, if you know what I mean.
Indeed.
Good plan.
The Blacksmithing Guild would most likely attempt to make armor shields out of the scales.
Would they have scales already?
Poemasters just kind of shrugs to this.
Because if they're able to make weapons and armor out of it, Thorgrim, there is a chance that you could barter for selling it for a reduced price as long as they turn some of the materials into armor that you could use. Though, you don't wear armor, do you?
I do not.
That might be an issue then.
Yeah.
Or you could
Well, maybe
always keep it and give it to Agam.
Well, if you not armor, maybe some sort of mace then.
I figure Agam would be able to make something with that, and he'd probably do it for free.
Well, they can make a magic weapon. I still need one of those. Maybe I can barter with them for that.
Oh, right. Speaking of bartering, and she looks to Poemasters, do you know where we could get holy water?
Yes, it's very abundant. Basically,
Jubilee
shop
shivers
goat.
at that.
I
You
think...
might even be able to buy some here. I don't think you can, but you never know.
Alright. Hubert, can you check if we can... Well, you have money on you, yes?
I do.
Can you buy 1 glass or a vial of holy water?
Check if they have holy water on tap.
They could, if it's that abundant.
Hold on. He's a paladin. Can't he make that shit?
That's actually a good point.
Can you?
I know you could in older editions. I don't know if you can in 5th edition.
Well,
No, I know you can in 5th edition. I know it's a ritual spell. Because I almost always took it. Because why not have the most unholy fucker making holy water? I want to say it's called ceremony. Because it just hits on a lot of fucking ceremony.
I think it's consecrate, but let me take a look real quick.
It is ceremony.
Oh.
It is the second ability of it, which you touch 1 vial of water in it. Comes holy water.
And you use 20.
25 GP of powdered silver, so I don't think we can do that, because this place hasn't got a lot of silver.
I imagine it would be significantly cheaper to just buy some.
Yeah,
On you. Joke's on you, it costs 25 gold to buy some.
The fuck?
And 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
Well, we
so-
don't even have silver, so just go buy.
Other things you can do with this is atonement, coming of age, dedication, funeral rites, and a wedding.
Some good stuff, actually. We might want to invest in powdered silver no matter which area we're in the future.
If you can get
If we
Metal
can
Sergeant
get some.
actually take this too.
I could, but whether I will or not is another matter. Anyway,
eventually,
In any case, we're buying our holy water.
Hubert will get up and go talk to the barkeep before returning, and he says he is not willing to sell the holy water he has.
okay.
Okay.
And she looks to Poe Masters. Any idea why?
Masters just shrugs. I am not the barkeeper.
Maybe it's not something he usually keeps on tap, and he has his own personal supply.
Or, they kind of all just have it because it's, cultural thing.
Well,
Even
no.
then, I'm pretty sure some place would sell it, but just maybe not him.
Probably. I am curious as to why it wouldn't, though. That might be information we need to know.
Speaking
Like I
of
said,
which,
Apparently, you don't actually need a spell in order to make holy water. You just need to burn a first level spell slot,
Yeah,
and it's just a ritual.
just something holy classes can actually just do.
Okay. Ayla's gonna go have a speak with the barkeeper person.
okay,
Right.
fine.
I should know this because the paladin in my Saturday group does this.
As you approach, he looks to you and goes, "Evening."
Good evening. My friends and I were hoping that we'd be able to spend, some time here. How much would the rooms be?
I charge 5 gold a night.
Perfect. So do we pay now or later?
You pay however many days you plan to stay.
Yes, but do we pay before the days or after each day?
I would prefer you pay beforehand.
Very well. Another question. And before we begin, I hold no ill will towards you anything. My friend asked for some holy water and you said no. Can I ask why?
There is a string of murders going around. It's been happening for several years now. The only thing that seems to keep whatever assailant it is at bay is sprinkling holy water over your doorframe and your windows. I prefer not to sell mine, as I need it for protection. For not just myself, but all who decide to stay here with me.
Wait. What about the cleansing that's occurring next week or occurs frequently? Does that not do anything to stop it?
It prevents the killings on the day of and the day after. However, it does not stop it entirely.
Adol folds her arms slowly. I see. And this has been happening for years. Do you have a captain of the guard or anything along those lines?
Well, depends on which guard you're talking about.
Adol just has her arms behind her back now. I see. Can you elaborate?
Well, the leader of the redeemed is Luminar. The leader of, humanoids is Remiel. And the one that everyone likes to call the beast tamer is Theriash.
I see. these murders, have they been happening to humanoids such as us, or specifically, or just anyone?
Sometimes it's humanoids, sometimes it's some of the angels. Every now and then, it kills some of the redeemed. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason behind it.
So it's not racially inclined. Very well. Thank you for your information, though. We will be back later in the evening, and we will pay you then before we take our rooms.
I would recommend you pay soon.
Do your rooms go quickly?
Depends on how much time it gives, or... Well, for example, he nods towards Postmasters. If word gets out he's here, yes, they'll sell very quickly.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Postmasters already paid for his room?
He did.
Okay.
He purchased one of the double beds.
I see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And she will slide.
I'm bunking with someone.
Yeah, but who's fine bunking with you?
Okay then. I see how it is.
Alright. How many rooms are there that... Well, do all the rooms have only one bed? Can some people share a room, perhaps?
Once you pay for it, I don't care what you do with it, so long as you don't set it on fire.
Is that a common occurrence?
No.
Okay.
We had this one SMR who had a very bad night terror once.
Alright. So, 1, 2, 3. Alright. She will slide over 15 gold.
He takes it before pulling out 3 different room keys, slides them to you.
Alright. Let's see. Friggin' math. Okay. She will take them.
Someone bulk with someone.
She'll take them and go back to the others. Well, I found more information about why he wasn't willing to sell holy water. It's linked to those murders that Zazel was speaking about. Also,
Oh yeah.
and she slides over a key to Hubert and one to Thorgrim. Here you go. Oh wait, Thorgrim's BRB. Tauntaun, you'll be bunking with Thorgrim. Hubert, you can stay with, well,
Oh, cool. I have to talk to Thorgrim anyways.
yes.
Jubilee just stands there befuddled.
What?
We all know why he got the double bed.
Oh, right. Postmaster's got
Well,
to double bed.
I didn't hear that conversation, so.
Postmasters has already...
You really think he's not gonna get a double bed?
Yes, Postmasters has already secured your lodgings.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Ilsarte. I thought you'd just forgotten about me.
I would never forget about you. Alright.
Aw.
She just smiles.
Oh, I give you up now.
Anywho, we should probably speak with the leaders of the guards. I think that if we solve this murder, it might put us in the city's good graces.
Yeah, and it would just the thing that Azazel was talking about. Remember?
Yes, the murders.
And actually, good graces or not, it should be a thing we should look into anyways. That's just not a good thing.
Of course not. But
We don't
it's
do
as
it
simple.
for the fame. We do it because it's the right thing.
It'll, like, tilts her head slightly. Morally correct, morally right, yes, but we cannot ignore the other benefits to doing it, now can we?
Of course not, but we just shouldn't make those reasons our main reasons is all. They're nice added bonuses.
Adol slowly shrugs. Either way,
I mean, if it can get me in a library, then I'm all for it.
I am aware, which is why I said it'd be a good idea to get in the good graces, rather than just focusing on the moral goodness of the act.
So, what do we know about them? These murders so far.
That they are completely random. Most of them have occurred with humanoids, but some have occurred to the redeemed. The barkeeper gave me the names of the leaders of the guards, but I think that we can deal with that tomorrow. We still need to get situated in the city, perhaps sell off or deal with all the Hydra gear that we have, and
Yeah.
look around, I suppose.
I would still like to keep the heart.
Hubert just slowly looks to you as he never
Yeah,
took it off in person.
it'll just like also looks to you because Hubert still has it.
No, I'm saying I would like to keep it.
That is not for you to decide.
That is for
That's
Lady
why
Needle's
I'm
date
saying
time.
it here, and that I would like to.
Right. Though I suppose it could be useful, I do not see how. Unless it is some medical ingredient. We could have it looked over. But I am more inclined to sell it. We will see what happens. Still have the rest of the day.
Also, am I to assume Riki is staying in the same room as I?
Either you or me. It will depend.
So our first investigation is going to be the guards.
Well, I'm unsure if they are guards per se. From what I know thus far, the guards here are the redeemed. Though there are 3 different leaders that we could speak to, aside from Azazel.
Okay.
Indeed, they are Luminarch, who's the leader of the redeemed. We met him already. Ramiel, who's the leader of the humanoids, and Theriash, who's simply called the Beast Tamer.
Very, yeah,
Okay. How do I spell those, DM?
Alright, Sariash is S-A-R-E-A-S-H. So say the
That's
second
the-
name again for me.
Ramiel?
That's the beast one?
Yeah.
And
Ramiel.
Ramiel is R-A-M-E-I-E-L.
Rameiel?
Yes.
No, it's E-I-E-I-O.
And that's the human one?
Yeah.
And the last one?
I told you the last one. I told you the last one first.
And the first one?
Luminarch. Luminarc.
Oh, that one's straightforward. And he's the redeemed leader.
Yes, you met him already.
I just wanted to make notes.
I know. I was just letting you know you've already met him.
He didn't seem to like us very much.
He didn't seem to like to talk to us specifically.
I wonder why.
To be fair, Taka is Taka. He just has that vibe of I'm not
Yeah.
going to like.
Yeah,
He's
that's not
literally the
suspicious.
guy
That's
you
just
want.
I know how you people are.
Like you smell of drug. Which, in all fairness, you probably smell of drugs.
Bugs. All right.
Probably drugs.
I'm also
Also,
writing down notes.
we
So
really gotta find the time to do that thing.
what thing?
The thing that he telepathically pinged us about.
The thing I telepathically pinged specifically certain people about. Yes.
I
No offense,
didn't write it down.
Master, Little Dragon, Girl thing, and George, but yeah.
I don't remember what he pinged us about.
In meeting with the originals, as he has come to calling the people that aren't, from here.
Oh. Gotcha.
Which is kind of weird since he chose originals for people not from here.
Well, that would just be us four then.
Well, yeah, just
Five, sorry.
Well,
6 if we count Patterson, and I do count Patterson, so 6.
George is not here at the moment, so if you wish to speak.
Yeah, I do it away from Poe, though.
Gesture over to Poe Masters and Ricky.
Ricky won't tell his soul. Poe Masters, can you give us some privacy, please?
I would also like to gesture to the area we're in.
What about it?
You'll get privacy.
I think,
No one
I
else
think
here
what
right
he's
now.
trying to get at is he wants to go to a room.
Well, we can go to your room then.
We can just quickly do that before we investigate. I don't see why not.
We're not investigating today. We still need to get situated.
Yeah, get situated, get shit sold. Hopefully keep the heart, because off the top of my head, I can't think of any spells that are gonna need a Hydro Heart, but Hydro Hearts are extremely hard to come by, probably.
Depends on how much it is worth. We might need the money more than the spell.
In any case, let's go do your meeting quickly.
Alright, Tauntaun.
Yeah.
It's your room
And I
that you're sharing with
think I heard
Thorgrim, so...
Thorgrim going cough cough?
Oh, Thorgrim, you're back. Shit.
Yes.
You were gone for a while. What was the last thing you heard?
I don't really remember.
Fuck.
It's
That's
been
fine.
it was at least like 15 minutes worth of things that I missed.
Sharing a room with Tauntaun.
Yeah, you're sharing a room with Tauntaun for the next night.
And we're about to go have a meeting with just the people from the original continent.
That I caught.
And
That was
Ricky.
the only thing I caught.
That's kind of the only relevant things we've discussed, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Off we go.
Also, the murders that have been going on have occurred with a bunch of people. We learned the names of 3 leaders below Azazel, who are Luminarch, who's the leader of the Redeemed, Ramiel, who's the leader of the normal humanoids, and Sariash, who's called a Beast Tamer. The Holy Water, it was not able to be bought because it's currently being used to protect people from the murders. Because the murders never occur when there is holy water blocking off the entrances.
So you
Speaking of which,
think,
how many windows are in this room?
Enough that the owner
No,
doesn't
I'm
want to sell
asking
it.
the DM, how many windows are in this room?
2.
2 windows?
Yep.
so
How
One
many
here,
were
one there.
seen from the outside?
Do what?
How many were seen from the outside?
You only saw the 2 at the front.
Alright.
so what you're saying is that the murders might have some fiendish influence involved. Sorry, Jubilee, don't mean to.
Fiendish or
no.
undead.
Fiendish.
But it also means another thing too.
That is.
They know the schedule of the purging too.
That may not be
It's
necessary.
kind of hard not to tell when you're flooding a street.
Yes, and that may not be necessarily true. Again, we do know that the murders don't take place when someone is covering their entrance with holy water. The streets are flooded with holy water. It may be less that they know the schedule and more that they're simply incapable of doing anything. But again,
That's why I assumed the fiendish thing, because don't fiends not really like holy water? You know, like
Neither
No,
do
we
the
don't.
undead Scorpion. Neither
But-
do the undead.
again, we can discuss this at a later time. I do have some hypothesis, but we'll need more information. For now, let's do Tauntaun's meeting. It's rare that
It's
you
the
want...
5 of us.
Yes, it's rare that you want to speak with us on a serious matter.
I mean,
By
worst
the
case
way-
scenario, you can have Ricky stay with Poe Masters for just for a few minutes.
why? By the way, why do I have to share a room with them?
Because
Am I that bad to share a room with?
Because
Very, very brisk point at Patterson.
that is a good point.
Look, I can hide him in a closet or underneath a bunch of stuff, so you don't have to see him.
also
Then you'll have
Thorgrim,
skeletons in your closet.
whenever we told you were sharing a room with him, you just kind of stared blankly at Adelsade, so we thought you were good with it.
was thinking about other things. I didn't hear you mention it.
Okay,
Now
that's a
that I've
good
heard you
point.
mention it,
Thorgrim, you can stay in the room with Ricky. Hubert, you spend the nights with him. And she, like, she actually pauses during this and is like, no, I don't want to do that to you.
would that Thorgrim will actually turn to look at Ricky and say, "Is that okay?"
He just looks to you before nodding. Doesn't seem to mind one way or the other.
Okay.
Alright. Hubert, you'll be able to manage fine with Tauntaun, yes?
Hubert thinks for a moment before looking to Tauntaun, and then looks to Adel Sarday. Maybe.
I was expecting more. Why do you hate me?
Just don't kill him.
I'm back. What did I miss?
You're now sharing a room with
You're
Hubert.
rooming with Hubert now.
Oh, son of a bitch.
In any case, let's go do that meeting now.
Yep.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to pull Thorgrim aside before bed.
Alright. We're staying in your room, so you lead the way, Tauntaun.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, Riki can stay with Masters for a few minutes.
Which one is Tauntaun's room?
Any.
Okay, I picked this one. It has a big desk.
Move your character.
I did. I'm gonna grab the cat. Cat will go on desk.
Why is everyone in a straight line?
Who knows?
I don't know. I think that they're trying to do a boy band thing.
We're preparing for the lightning bolt that's inevitably going to come. Strike us all.
Thorgrim is staying as far away from Patterson as he can. Hubert is staying next to Adel.
Alright, I'm
Hubert.
gonna have Patterson move to this corner of the room then. There we
He's
go.
still
Now
farthest away from Patterson that he can be, though.
And
Excellent.
Adel Sarday. Adel
farther away.
Sarday stood there. Hubert always stands near Adel Sarday. So
Yeah, Adel just dislikes staying close to Tauntaun, typically.
Right. So, I don't remember the name of the fucking thing, but I know that Adel Sarday has told us the name of the fucker in the crystal, right?
probably.
The angel.
Zuriel,
the angel.
yes.
And then the name was dropped over in the what area?
Yes, it was.
Correct.
So how careful do we need to be about your crystal?
Well, we are the only people that know of it, so as long as we don't tell anyone. Though that is also why I wanted to speak with Azazel. I figure she already knows.
That's completely fair. However, little Luminarch boy doesn't seem to like people trying to ask about it. And I can
That's-
only imagine that, as a person that gets into trouble a lot, wouldn't go too well if they find out you have it. If
I know.
Them, her, is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
So how do you think we bring it up to Azazel without letting Luminarch know?
Azazel probably already knows, and that would be simple. We simply speak with Azazel when Luminarch is not present. If Luminarch is always present, I don't speak with it to her directly.
Alright. Well, suppose that takes care of that. However, this also brings other issues. Namely we have a fucking angel?
Yes. That's an issue
apparently
now?
is something powerful enough for people to seek out if they know of it?
Well, that depends on if Luminarch is not being paranoid or not. But, potentially, yes. He is a child of the goddess of life.
Which brings another question. What exactly can this thing do?
So far, I don't know. I have not experimented, and I don't plan on it. I have been making sure to feed him my divine energy every day in order to keep him alive.
Alright. And you said that I'm
place
bunking with Hubert, correct?
Wait, what'd you say?
You said I'm bunking with Hubert, correct?
Yes, you are bunking with Hubert.
When I go into my cocoon, Hubert, would you kindly not undo the cocoon?
What now?
The blanket thing I've been doing lately.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I'm just gonna look at Hubert and just see what his reaction to all this is.
He just continues giving the same very familiar blank stare that he typically has on his face.
In that case, I'm gonna look at Edelstart. Could you please tell him to not undo the cocoon?
He heard you. He won't do it unless he needs to.
I'm gonna need your word that you're going to command him not to.
That depends. Why do you
That is
need
a
my
very
word?
sensitive thing for me.
Why?
I have my reasons for this. They are not something that I want to disclose.
Adol looks Tauntaun over for a moment before looking to Hubert. Okay, Hubert, do not undo his swaddling. Unless his life depends on it. But I don't think that's going to happen. Well, no, I jinxed it. It is going to happen. Anyway. Tauntaun, is that all you wanted to speak about?
One other thing. You said that the murders can't happen when there's holy water around, right?
He said specifically when holy water is sprinkled around the entrances and exits.
Okay, which makes sense. This means that we are dealing with something that can teleport. Which, I'm fairly certain quite a few fiends can teleport.
We do not know
However,
we don't know where or when the deaths happened, Tauntaun. Let's not make assumptions until we have more information.
I'm not trying to make this
Also,
assumption. I'm bringing up a possible point.
well, there's a problem with that theory. If it were just the entrances and exits that were sprinkled with holy water, then a teleport could go around if you just went by a wall.
This is also true. However, my thought is maybe it's that thing. You know, George's little problem, which has now become our problem. Also, why is there a dark cube? Isn't he normally a circle?
He is, but I realized that the way that the aura works is it's any creature within 10 feet of him, so
The cube actually works a little better.
we'll just go with circle. It's
Just make it a triangle.
It
Just
makes my heart happy.
Just make it a dodecahedron.
That would make my heart even more happy if we could have a dodecahedron.
Aura.
It's like, fuck you, some people have spheres, I have a dodecahedron. Shit.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
I mean, your theory is nice, but not 100% sound, Tauntaun.
Well, no. See, we didn't see that thing ever teleport. It moved. If I were to
Then
take
why
it-
would holy water be a problem for it?
Because holy water is a big issue to move through for you and undead.
I think we can continue this conversation when we know more information. For all we know,
Yeah.
all the murders took place outside. We have no information yet.
It could
Well,
also
that would
be
be case,
not
then
even
how would
fiend
we
or
know-
undead related, but it could be
Well,
religious
hold on.
related too.
Hold on. How would they know that holy water on the entryways would stop it from killing?
We don't know.
If they had not, tried that.
Well, like I said, maybe it's not even about that. But this is only a thought.
But considering
Could
when
just
they
be-
flood the town, it leads to it not happening.
I mean, it could also be an extreme zealot. Someone who would know where holy water is, and see when it's not, kind of, does their thing.
I don't know. I still feel like it has something to do with that undead.
Until we know
No, of course.
Until we know more information, we're only talking in circles. We only have so many hours in the day. So we should probably save our debate until, again, for the third time, we have more information.
Of course.
How do you expect us to get more information in our current state?
That is
No,
why I
no.
said we situate and then we investigate tomorrow.
We'll pick up on the subject the next day.
Fine.
Good.
But your theories are still pretty good, Tauntaun, so they will be kept in mind.
They do have merit, I will give you that.
But at the same time, mine also has merit, but we don't have anything to back up our merits right now.
Uh-huh.
Then Ada
Well,
will...
sorry, can I talk to Riki?
And she stops. Why?
More about the spider thing. I've had a few ideas since... While she drew a spider, I haven't seen many spiders around.
So you might have an idea of what she might be scared of?
It may be something with spider-like action.
You can speak to her. You can speak to her, but at another time.
Alright. So
At least he's asking permission.
Indeed. I am glad you've grown enough in maturity to ask permission.
I mean, it's that or I'm probably gonna get attacked with Hubert.
You would not be attacked by Hubert. You would be attacked by me. And she just heads through the door.
Which would lead to Hubert attacking me.
Two problems are greater than one.
Tauntaun, I think you're taking a right step in the right direction. Just patience, and Jubilee will leave.
Oh, Thorgrim, damn it, you walked out. Alright, fine.
Well, you can stop him. He's the last one leaving.
Yeah.
Thorgrim!
What?
Could you come in here? I'll have Patterson leave the room.
Fine.
Wow, you know it's serious if he says Patterson will leave the room.
Patterson, go wait outside and close the door. Don't slam it.
Hello, I am Patterson.
Yes, you are.
Hammer
Closes the door. Shit.
places his head on the head of the hammer on the ground and just looks up. What?
Remember how earlier I said that I probably have a way to help you through your fear? But to
Yeah.
do that, I need to understand what caused it.
Does this involve your mind fuckery that you've been doing?
To a very small extent. I have an issue with empathy, so I currently don't understand why you're afraid of them. Words can only do so much in my head.
Were you... Oh, okay. Because, I mean, I told you the whole story.
Yes, you did tell us the story, but words only do so much in my head. For me, in order to truly know how someone feels, I have to see through them, for lack of a better word. And if you're not up for it right now, then that's perfectly fine. You would have to think of it, and I would have to delve into your brain. And I get that you hate thinking of it. I can't blame you. There are lots of things that I don't think about because I hate it. So if you're ever able and willing and want to try that, that's perfectly fine. I do, however, have a way to help you probably work through it. And it has nothing to do with actually being around undead.
You're the last person I would expect to offer therapy.
I'm a lot more put together than people realize.
Thorgrim will go to... I assume there's a chair in this room somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably.
He'll grab a chair, he'll park it in front of Tauntaun, you know, not bothering to lift it off the ground, so you hear this really loud as it's grinding along the floor, flunks down onto the chair and just says, "You don't have to look far."
So you're just gonna let me into your brain while you think of it?
I think of it every day. It's present in my mind every moment of my entire life since it happened. You won't have to look far.
Alright.
Just be warned. When I get scared, I get violent. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's why I tend to try and keep Patterson farther away from you than anyone else.
So don't be surprised if I accidentally deck you in the face out of fear. Got it?
So long as I don't die from it, we should be fine. Fists
I'll
aren't
try
magic,
to.
right?
I'll try not to hurt you too bad.
Fists aren't magic, right?
Say again, one more time.
Your fists aren't magic, right?
He'll take the gloves off just in case.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Now I just have to remember if it was actually just only magical or not. Did I not put it anywhere? Was it in bio that I put it? Swear to God, if I put it in bio like a fucking idiot. Plans. I should probably get all of those. I don't. I didn't put it anywhere. DM, do you remember what the resistance thingy did? Was it?
Bludgeoning damage.
No, I know it was bludgeoning, but was it just bludgeoning flat?
Period.
Okay.
So long as it's not silvered.
Ah. You don't have silver in your knuckles, do you?
Only in my hammer. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That'll be fine.
Wait, wait, why the fuck are you asking that?
I have my reasons.
Oh. Right, you got bit too. Never mind.
No, that wasn't about being bit. Yeah, you guys got dreams. I got sort of matricide.
Great.
It's very complicated. I don't like thinking about it.
I don't like thinking about it either. I won't.
Anyways, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts now.
Okay.
I love the image I chose for this. And the target is just going to be Thorgrim.
Okay. Thorgrim, do you resist in any way, shape, form, or fashion?
Reluctantly, no.
Okay. So you automatically fail the wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, my head exploded.
Ah! I knew Dwarven friends were too weak for this.
Close to happen. Let's go straight up scanners on them.
I just start leaking out my ears.
No, funnier version is instead of getting the terrifying thoughts on the surface, you get bacon, 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 bacon.
I like bacon. I like bacon.
The best mental wall. Pig ass.
So, how do we want to approach this?
This is between you two.
Tauntaun
Okay.
is specifically looking for that point of Thorgrim's life.
And I suppose I'll describe it to you then. Well, I don't know how vague the imagery would be, whether it's like flashes from. You know what? Yeah, let's do it this way. Your consciousness kind of rips away from you for a moment and goes into Thorgrim's, and you just descend into darkness, 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 and then flash.
Quick, Hubert's edgy.
There is a rather dimly lit fighting arena, surrounded by dozens upon dozens of dwarves, all cheering and drinking and having a good time. And in the middle of this, party, basically, this cheering mass of dwarves, there's two other ones that are clad in not a whole lot of like actual armor, but they're definitely holding weapons and they are clashing in armed combat.
So gladiatorial stuff.
It's gladiatorial stuff, basically.
Big,
And-
open, chest, shiny armor.
Well, less shiny armor, more just shiny weapons. And Thorgrim is one of them, and he is rather clearly winning. And you see this for a moment, and then there's another flash into the crowd, where you see, again, a bunch of dwarves cheering, and one in particular, bright red hair tied up into a bun, a female dwarf in holy vestments. She's cheering and having a good time and, going, "You can do it! You can do it, Thorgrim!" And there's, from behind her, you see a dark shape. And it passes nary an instant. It's gone. And then you see this red smoke-like mist begin to permeate throughout the stands of the crowd. And any dwarf that is in immediate vicinity of this red mist begins to choke and die rather rapidly as their skin and pretty much everything begins to rot. And then there's another flash, and you see the dark figure again, who reveals himself to be the puppet master, who mutters under his breath and raises his hands, and a large number of the dwarves that were just recently slain, including the red-headed female dwarf, begin to rise again as undead slaves. And the red-headed female dwarf is sent into the pit, while Thorgrim watches on in complete terror and sadness. The other dwarf that he was fighting has long since bailed, run away completely out of fear at the sudden undead swarm. And the image flashes once more, and the zombified dwarven woman and Thorgrim are locked in mortal combat. And it seems like Thorgrim is trying not to hurt this person, but eventually he lets out this anguished scream and brings the hammer down, basically caving her skull in. And as the image grows dark and fades away, all you see is Thorgrim crumpled in a heap, crying uncontrollably. And you snap back into reality.
God damn it! Now I have that meme in my head. You fucker.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Now I want to get the fucking gravity spell. Reverse gravity, that's what it's called. Anyways. Tauntaun's just gonna rub his temple after this all finishes and just go, "Oh, those I can see a lot."
That image replays every moment of every day, whether I'm awake or asleep.
A week?
Awake.
I know, I'm giving you the player shit for saying a week.
It was a slip of the tongue.
I know. But I use humor to make myself not so vexed. Fucking hell, that's some deep shit.
That's why I'm with you guys. I need to find him and right the wrongs of what happened that day.
I'm all for that, and I'll help you for it. I still have Dwayne for whenever I'm able to actually summon him. I can summon him to fight the puppeteer, as you and him have a bit in common in hating the puppeteer.
That's fair. He didn't seem very happy at the attempt at being controlled.
Yeah, I made a deal with him that if we find the puppeteer, I summon him. This does mean that I can probably only summon him. That have to find other elementals to make deals with.
He'll only come when that situation happens and won't for any other reason. Sounds
I
right.
think it's more of if I summon him for that, it'll be easier and less mentally taxing, probably.
I can understand that. Then again,
Deals with extraplanar entities are a bit wibbly wobbly at times.
magic
Anyway,
isn't really my thing, so whatever.
another thing. Considering she was wearing holy vestments, you probably did her a favor. I'm not going to. I have no way to be subtle about this, but generally the holy types, unless they are to do with undeath, do not like being made undead.
It was either that or be torn apart, and if I were torn apart that day, I would not be able to right the wrong now. And
This is completely true, but
you're
I'm
right,
trying to go for a different route.
it was a favor, and I did grant her a mercy that day, and
You granted her body a mercy and her soul a sense.
I hope to grant
Because
her soul a mercy after we find the puppeteer.
does he still have her soul?
No, I imagine not, but can't be too careful with him.
That's fair. Eldritch magic gets a little fucky wucky.
Yeah. Magic
But
is
anyway,
weird.
I'm sure that had you allowed her then risen body to tear you apart out of grief, loss, sorrow, and confusion, she probably would not have been able to rest easy at all. And then you might have had her turn into a revenant.
That would have been very bad.
They are one of the most depressing types of undead. Found only by revenge.
That's...
And I doubt you would have wanted her to do that, which would have made you have a hard time resting easy, which would have made another revenant.
Then we both would have been bound by revenge.
Yes.
I...
But it would have been your only waking thought.
It already is my only waking thought, and
That's not true.
I would not wish that on anyone else.
I know you think of bacon and of protecting Jubilee.
I don't... It's not just Jubilee, I think of protecting all of you. Which is proving very hard when somebody walks around randomly without the rest of the group.
Completely fair point. Poemaster's already got on my case about that. Though the fact that I can sneak away from you guys in 9-inch heels still surprises me.
You are surprisingly stealthy for a tall one.
Yeah, I'm taller than all of you when I wear 9-inch heels. These things are not quiet.
You're double my you're double my height. I don't know how I keep losing sight of you.
Neither do I just assume magic.
Probably.
But as far as not thinking about it so much, there is a number of little mental exercises you can do. Namely, thinking of things that make you happy. You have children, correct?
A wife, or I have a son and a daughter, yes.
Why not think of them?
I also think of them every day. It's what keeps me grounded.
Well, keeping you grounded is a good thing. There is also the tactic that I use. I will often envision my thoughts as simple butterflies or other beautiful insects. Such as moth. Love moth. Beautiful. Absolutely horrible on clock. Beautiful number. Each of which guided by their own sense of purpose. But ultimately, they are just thoughts. They can alarm you, they can scare you, etc. But if you let your thoughts keep control over you over everything you do, then you'll just be stuck in this loop.
But if I don't let my thoughts control me, I have no motivation to do what's right.
Of course you have motivation to do what's right. You have the living to take care of, do you not?
I feel that I will be able to take care of those that live much better when my mind is clear of those who are not here anymore. I
That's
want.
never going to happen. That I can assure you. While I don't remember my parents' faces, I do constantly think about them.
This is different. Your parents probably died of less unpleasant causes.
I don't know if they're alive or dead. I only know that I was abandoned.
Well,
I'm in a similar boat to you.
you
I
didn't
want
have.
to find my parents and show them that I have become something better than whatever they abandoned. And that it had nothing to do with them. In your case, you wish to prove to yourself that you can overcome the puppeteer in honor of your now deceased wife, who, considering those vestments, is probably somewhere up in the celestial areas.
She is with the dwarf lords now.
Dwarf lords? I don't know much about dwarfs here.
Whatever the dwarven deities are, I was never the religious type. Not like her.
I
Question.
like that verb.
Question. Does Tauntaun know that they only have like one god?
They worship one god. However, depending on which specific god a dwarf worshipped, they could go to any number of different afterlives, because none of the gods actually had in your world had control over that. There was one god, and her name was Death, and she picked where you went. The afterlife in Aria is not the same as everywhere else.
Well, no, I assumed that much. I just figured that her choice was generally based on who they worshipped.
The reason that I am on this journey, and the reason that I hunt the puppeteer with all of you, is not because I'm giving myself proof that I am able to protect. It's because I want to find puppeteer and slay him so that my wife's soul could properly rest. I want to make sure that she knows that her murderer gets what is coming to him.
Okay, but you still have to find other purposes in life. If you let that be your only purpose, all the way up until you kill that man, you'll end up with a hole.
But don't worry, I know exactly what I'll do when I return, or when I slay the puppeteer. I know exactly what's going to happen afterward. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to return to the rest of my family, and I'm going to be a damn good father. But until then, there's just something I have to do first.
No, I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm saying that if this is your only ambition, you'll have no ambition afterward, and you'll just feel empty. So find a secondary ambition, one that you can do after.
That's why I said I would go home and be a father. My
That's not an
ambition.
ambition, that's just the truth of you. I can't see
But-
you being a bad father.
Well,
Anybody
That
can.
was an awesome that was an awesome compliment.
Thorgrim smiles at this and places a
You've
hand
taken
on.
care of Jubilee quite well.
Thorgrim
So
smiles
that's
and
already
places a
proof enough
hand on Tauntaun's arm, wrist, I guess, and just smiles.
Yep.
Says, my only ambition in life is to be. I mean, apart from this whole revenge thing, is I just want to be someone that can not only protect others, but also be someone who can support them when they're in need. Not just when they're in danger, but if my kids need me, I want to be there for them. And if you and the others need me, I want to be there for you. I just want to be someone who is there to support. I'm not here for some grand adventure or endeavor. I just want to make sure my wife is at peace and then go home and just be me.
Aren't you always you?
Not
Just the short, grumpy father of the group?
I think that when I put this hammer down and when I give up this whole revenge thing after I've done my duty, I'll be more me than I've ever been ever since you've known me. This anger that I felt, this rage against those that have wronged those that I love, that's not me. I am not that kind of person. I don't
I don't
want
know,
to be
it
that
seems
kind of
very
person.
solid. After all, your rage doesn't come from wrongs against you. It comes from wrongs against others.
Yeah,
And that's not something you should ever throw away. Getting angry for another is one of the most selfless things that I can think of. It's definitely not something I could.
well,
Because I am
you're,
a selfish piece of shit.
you're definitely a strange one, but you help when it counts, and for that,
And it almost never does any good. At
I
least my
mean,
little Jedi's words.
I mean, you kind of said it already. It's the thought that counts. And as long as you're thinking about helping others, whether you actually end up being a help or not, the fact that you thought about it, the fact that you considered helping others for no reason but to help others, that's a win in itself.
Well, I suppose. But at the same time, most of the reason I did this is because I may or may not have written a last will and testament that gives you Patterson.
Oh man, don't do that. Come on. I couldn't do that.
I kind of trust you the most. He's basically a child. I figured
Thorgrim
if
just
anyone could teach him right from wrong and how to be a good person, it'd be you.
Thorgrim just reaches over and gives Tauntaun a hug.
Eh. Tauntaun just awkwardly stands. Eh.
I know that you, as Thorgrim slowly pulls away, I know that you realize that I'm really scared of undead still, but to trust me with someone you clearly hold dear is just
Well, technically, I'm trusting you with the dagger that keeps him alive.
yeah, but still, that's basically what keeps Patterson as Patterson. So basically and you did say Patterson is your baby, so
Yeah, he is. And considering that I've already died once, I figured now was a great time to make a will and testament.
well, as long as you. Thorgrim kind of sours a little bit and says, "Well, then don't fucking run away, and I'll protect you. Damn it."
The last fight, I didn't run away. I didn't move much at all. I was trying to catch up to you guys, and then almost got turned into a chew toy.
And stay close.
Kind of hard to do when all of you can run faster than me.
Well, then I'll just have to frickin' carry you or something if I, need to go
Kind of
somewhere
hard
really
to do
fast.
when you get yoinked away by some snake in the water.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
Yeah,
I'd have done something, but I probably would have fried you in the process, and everyone else.
yeah. Please don't do that.
Although that does make me question what the conductivity of swamp water.
I mean, it is water, so.
It is water, but I know that some types of water don't conduct electricity quite as well. I think salt water is one of them.
Well, what's done is done, and you
talk
don't
about
need to think about that now. So, will that be all?
I don't know why you're asking me that. You, like, thrice my age.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you had any
Mr.
more
Father
therapy
of Poop.
suggestions.
No, that was the therapy suggestion. Just try and cover it with other thoughts that make you happy. And make sure to get a secondary ambition. Because being a good father is not an ambition, that's just a truth of you.
I'll try and think of something.
Like,
Maybe I'll
maybe a desired career.
Maybe I'll take up a hobby.
I could teach you how to knit.
I guess these old dwarf hands could try that.
Look at me trying to teach old dogs new tricks.
Hey, old dogs can definitely learn new tricks. You just gotta be a little stubborn with them.
Yeah. But I'm not a mule.
Okay. Yes.
I'm also a
Sorry,
cat.
but this bonding is fucking adorable.
I know, right? Anyway,
Isn't Tom like the youngest in the group too?
probably.
He is little brother, yes.
Cause like, elf,
Tiefling.
tiefling,
Well,
dwarf.
tieflings don't live that long, actually.
Yeah, I know, but I'm fairly certain she's still older. How old is she?
I'm gonna say maybe. I'm pretty sure she's like early 20s. Did I write that?
Rhonda, also early 20s. She's 22. I actually made a high age when I made her.
She's 22 as well. They're the same age, actually.
Twinsies! Sort of.
So no wonder why Thorgrim is a headache. He is pretty much the equivalent of two teenagers.
Yep.
Yeah. The only difference is Tauntaun makes himself a problem for both the parents of the group.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe not now, but I'll definitely take you up on that knitting lesson sometime.
I do knitting, sewing, and makeup. And if you have a daughter, you're probably going to want to learn makeup. And hair.
Possibly.
Considering, and not to rub it in or be rude, she doesn't have a mother to teach her that right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's not saying that you can't get a new person after you finish grieving the current one.
That's gonna be a while, let me tell you.
Good thing that you'll live for fucking forever.
Yeah, I'm already like. And then Thorgrim kind of just stops for a second. Wait a minute. I was 207, but am I younger now? Wait a minute.
Physiologically, you're probably younger. Psychologically, you're still around the same age.
Whoa.
The way that I look at age is based on experience, not my body.
That's kind of weird.
Some races grow to their adulthood faster than others, but don't have the experience of a different race.
That's
For example, Edel Sarday. She has her childlike moments, especially when it comes to her ID.
yeah, and then there's me screaming out bacon every 5 minutes.
No, that's definitely the childishness from you.
Wee, bacon!
Speaking of which, I had to go through a thick wall of bacon just to reach darkness. To then reach the memory.
Yeah, sorry about that. I get
If
kind
you
of
keep
hungry.
thinking about that much bacon, I worry for your cholesterol.
Oh, don't worry about it. I work out a lot.
That has nothing to do with cholesterol.
Doesn't?
As far as I remember, cholesterol can't be fixed through just working out.
Oh, shit. Well, Yeah, Thorgrim, like, stands up, and he's just like, huh. You know what? I'm gonna go get something to eat. You coming?
Go easy on the bacon. I'm gonna sit in here for a while.
Alright. And Thorgrim will sort of just offer a casual, like, 2-finger salute. And will go back to the rest
Just
of the
immediately
group.
run into Patterson.
As you open the door, you bump into something, and on the other side of the door, you hear shit.
No. When I bump into the door, or when I bump into Patterson, we both utter shit at the same
So
time.
you hear it in stereo.
Oh, hello,
Hello, I am Patterson.
hello. I am Thorgrim.
Thorgrim, you can't open the door. Patterson's standing in the way.
I mean,
Patterson,
he is.
Patterson, can you please move away from the door?
Hello, I am Patterson.
Tauntaun, your son's blocking the door.
I did not stay right in front of the door, didn't I? I suppose this is on me. Patterson, could you kindly move away from the door opening?
Zah.
And then could you kindly come in here? I need to pet your skull for a while.
I'll nervously wave at Patterson as I leave.
What the
Patterson.
hell was that weird dance he was doing? He just went through like 4 squares, and it's just like, is he doing the square dance?
He was bumping into Thorgrim as you ordered him to enter, but Thorgrim was in the way.
Jesus.
That
Tauntaun
was
is just
extreme.
going to gently remove the skull and just start patting it like it's a cat.
I reward you both with DM inspiration.
Yay! Thank
Hey,
you.
how do I mark that on here? I've never
You
had
go
that
to-
before.
You go to your character sheet, and there's a little tab that says inspiration. You click it, a dragon symbol will appear. You can only have one DM inspiration. You can use it at any time to give yourself advantage on any roll that you want.
Awesome. Do they stick between sessions?
Yes, they do.
You have it until
Yeah,
you use it. Period.
Unlike Bardic Inspiration, DM Inspiration is there until you use it.
Amazing. That doesn't get any more true. So I have to think.
This is what good role playing rewards you with.
Yeah, normally I have issues with some DMs, and they just give me inverted DM inspiration, which is just they'll randomly give me disadvantage.
So yeah, Thorgrim will return to his chair and just sort of plunk down.
You okay?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Good. You look like
Surprisingly, wow.
You look like a.
You seem like there's a weight off your shoulder.
Damn, I was about to say that.
Sorry.
Like 3 or 4 weights, actually. I think I just had a heart-to-heart with Tauntaun.
It gives you an incredulous look. Really?
Yeah, that was... Whoa. kind of just scratches his head.
It was really more of a mind-to-mind thing.
Yeah, well,
I am
closest
honestly
thing to a heart-to-heart.
I am honestly surprised he is capable of even attempting that.
No, he actually, he's a lot more,
Put together
measured than he seems, I think.
Hmm.
When he's,
I mean, he is tall.
he has his moments where
Have it.
he actually offers, advice. And it's actually good advice. And I think I might actually use it.
How
He does
surprising.
tend to march to the. I was gonna say he does tend to march to the beat of his own drum. That doesn't make it necessarily bad.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but I
It's
didn't expect
samba.
him to be the giver of sagely advice.
Tauntaun's beat of the drum is just samba. While everyone else is running the tango.
Well, I am glad nonetheless that he was able to help you at least a little.
I think he helped me a lot, actually, and I will take his words to heart. So,
Oh, no, I would agree.
Very well. So is he going to be coming, or is he going to be staying in his room?
Phrasing.
he seems to be occupied with showering attention on Patterson.
Very well. I should mention this because I was reminded while you're away, I only paid for 1 day. You're gonna have to pay for the rest.
That. How much is it per day?
5 gold.
Ooh. I don't have a lot of gold right now, so.
Well, you will once you're able to sell off the Hydra scales.
Right, we should do that, shouldn't we?
Yes, we should.
Didn't we all get like a pound?
We got
At least,
about
yeah.
100 each. Well,
100. We did get a pound.
Yes, I did write it down. We 100.
no, 100
1 pound of
gold
Hydra
each.
Yeah.
If memory serves, Jubilee got a pound, Thorgrim got a pound,
Orbert.
Sarnay got a pound, Tauntaun got a pound, but Hubert got 10 pounds and a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hubert
So-
was the big money maker.
We got 100. Each of us got 100 GP, but Hubert's gonna be rolling in cash.
Yep. Adel did say that the scales would be shared equally.
Yep.
Just kept the heart.
Yep.
Anywho,
So let's go find whatever guild we need to and sell these.
Do we want to pool all of the scales together in one place so we can sell it all at once?
I'd rather keep
mean-
it separate. We may have different plans for each one after all.
Not only that, it's a little unfair to Hubert and his work.
I did say we were sharing them equally, so
All right. Maybe before Hubert sells his, we go to different places to sell them and see who gets the best price.
I thought that was the original plan.
Oh.
I think that.
I
should
didn't know if
be-
we fleshed it out.
No, I think that's the. I think that's the trick here. I think we should do that.
Alright.
So, who wants to go where?
Well, Poemasters, would you be joining us?
Not me, no.
No. Very well. Can you
Do you have any
point us-
recommendations where we could go?
Yes, can you give us directions to the Adventurers Guild and the Blacksmiths Guild? And also the market, wherever that would be.
There are just numerous shops. There's not necessarily a market.
Then when would the night market be?
Masters just stares at you before slowly shrugging. He's never heard of this.
Oh, wow.
Well,
The great masters doesn't know.
well, in the last town there was a glowing blue light, so maybe we should just follow that when the time comes.
And there are guilds in the town. Is there a blacksmithing guild?
He said there
Masters
was.
just slowly looks to Jubilee.
He said there was.
What? I didn't hear that. Sorry, the player did not hear that.
He
There
suggested
was a
that
blank space.
in order to sell the scales, when Thorgrim asked him where to go, he suggested the Adventurers Guild and the Blacksmith Guild.
Oh, I have an idea. What about an Artificers Guild? They might be able to do something if they have one of those.
Do you know whether can you give us directions to the Artificers Guild as well?
I do not know if there's one such guild in this town, unfortunately.
Oh well, it was
What?
worth a shot.
What guilds are there?
There is an Artisans Guild. There is the Blacksmithing Guild. There is an Adventurers Guild. There is one more, but it is more of a
Sneaky.
less sneaky, more religi.
Oh.
So, a cult?
Not quite a cult, but
Church?
A socially acceptable cult.
it's very hard to explain as to what it is.
Well, point us in the direction.
Well,
We can check it out.
I'm just intrigued. Now.
And some people count the museum as guild, but that's
Oh, yes, we should also visit there. See your other
Yes.
great adventures.
yeah.
Why is there's no sneaky guild?
Poemaster just kind of smiles to this and goes, "Sure."
Very well. And she'll note down the different, what's the word? Directions to the different places.
No, I do not have maps for these guilds, so that will be theater of the mind.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
So,
fine.
we know the
But
way
so
to
for
the...
guilds, we got the museum.
Yep, so we know the way to the Adventurers Guild, the Blacksmiths Guild, the Sneaky Religiousy Guild, and the museum, which is sort of a guild.
Adventure. Okay, museum, adventurers, artisans.
Did we ask for directions to the artisans?
It was one of the guilds that was mentioned.
Yeah, we asked if it was there, not the way there.
At this point, I would do believe, if anything, would be getting all the guilds' directions for multiple possibilities.
Okie doke.
Adventurers, artisans, museum, religion ? And what was the other ones? Hello?
So you got the adventurers, the blacksmith, the artisans,
Blacksmith, that's the one.
the museum, and the artisans. Did I say artisans twice?
Yep.
I don't know.
I forgot to write down blacksmith. That was the one I was missing. Thank you.
Okie doke.
I also have the religion ? one.
So, shall we get going?
So, are we gonna just leave Tauntaun here?
I think he wishes to be left behind.
Of course. Oh, if Tauntaun does leave on his own, please make sure to notify one of us. There's a cat coming at me.
I believe that is Tauntaun's weird spectral cat.
What, is Tauntaun in trouble again? What's the cat doing?
Right now, hopping on the table.
Tauntaun.
spectral cat things.
What, it's hissing?
No, spectral cat thing. As in, it's trying to bat things off of things, but it's a spectral cat. It can't touch anything.
Oh,
It's being a cat.
I guess we'll just leave it be then. Not like we can take it with us, it's a spectral cat. Can't just pick it up.
Worst case scenario, if it follows one of us, Tauntaun will be able to see through it.
I
Now
guess there's
will be
that.
right back.
Okay.
So since we have 5 places we could possibly go to, but only 4 of us now, other than the religions, should we each try to one guild and see what gives us the best price?
What, you're suggesting splitting up?
Not necessarily, just one of us at a time presenting. Like, one of us presents at the museum, the next person presents at the adventures, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Now there's a Tauntaun coming down. Because that way we can find out the best price, and then Hubert can offload his to whoever gives the best price.
Sure.
And Tauntaun is going. Where are you going?
For a walk.
All right.
You'll let us know through your cat if you need anything, right?
Cat only exists when it's 300 feet away from me. Fairly certain this town's bigger than 300 feet.
And back.
Welcome back.
Town's bigger than 300 feet, isn't it?
Much.
Just be careful then.
Tauntaun
Yes.
is going for a walk, bringing the cat and Patterson.
Okay.
Cat is
And
just
the rest.
keep an eye on his back.
And we made a plan on how to offload our scales.
I'm hitting the down button, but he's going up.
He's ascending.
You can't
Inverted
go
controls.
You can't go off map.
Tell that to me when I yeeted Thorgrim into space 3 times in this.
So, so you guys are leaving the inn, correct?
I ascended
Yes.
back into my room, apparently.
Okay.
Look at this lovely map. Everyone who is going in different directions, I need a D4 from you.
We
Or
ain't
a
going in
D6.
different directions.
Yeah, we actually decide on a plan that involves us
Okay.
staying together.
I think there's only 2 groups this time around.
Yeah,
Tauntaun and everybody else.
Alright, Tauntaun, you're not looking for anything in particular, are you?
He's just milling around to try and pick up local gossip and just try to not be
That's
fucking pressed from what he fucking saw.
Alright, so you're just doing your own thing, got it.
Not a bad thing to do, though.
Even then, I rolled a 2.
If you're doing your own thing, we'll let other people do their selling stuff, because you're not actually actively looking for anything to do.
Correct. I'm just walking around with a skeleton.
Alright,
which is why something has to look for you instead.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Swivel.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Alright, so what are the rest of you?
I guess we will go to the Adventurers Guild first.
And who shall present our scales to that guild?
You?
Is there
Me?
like 5 districts here?
Yeah, you.
Districts here. There's just one
Actually, ironically enough, if there's 5 districts, you could actually put a guild in each district. That's funny.
Well,
Anyways.
I mean, all here is separating a district. In which part
Time
we
to
have
go
all-
to whoever's running the guild and see who to look for.
Yep, it'll just follow behind, hands, arms folded behind her.
Is this an automobile?
And slowly following behind, hammer over
Jubilee's-
shoulder.
Jubilee skipping ahead of everyone.
Alright, you guys have no issues wandering about. You see that the city is actually very vibrant and very busy, bustling with lots of people. They look happy, which is a much different contrast to what you had experienced down at the township. Eventually, you come across a very large building, and you come to recognize it as the Adventurers Guild, as it actually has Adventurers Guild plastered over the front entrance.
Well, that makes it easier to find.
At least
Well,
they
shall we
now
head in?
properly label things.
Alright, we'll head inside then.
Okay? Hold on a sec.
Yeah, I see you're typing.
Alright, so you enter, and much like you would expect, you see that there are lots of people moving around, about, and chatting. You see a lot of what you would assume to be magically inclined people, as well as a lot of people wearing armor, and much to your not so surprise, they look like adventurers.
Alright. I guess I'll go to whatever counts as a secretary of this area and introduce myself. Hello, I'm looking for someone who might be interested in purchasing something here.
Well, that would go to our treasurer, who depends on what kind of things you're trying to sell.
Alright, where is your treasurer?
He will take his quill and points to a different corner where you see a person behind a desk currently passing gold out, taking items, taking other items, trading items, and they're doing this very efficiently. Nobody standing at the counter for too terribly long waiting.
Oh wow. Thank you. Jubilee will get in line, I guess.
Okay. Eventually it gets to your turn, and the treasurer looks to you and goes, "Alright, what do you offer?"
I bring out the pound of Hydra scales.
You have more than a pound.
Doing 1 pound to see what his offer. He's not selling it all.
Right. Never mind.
I thought we only I only had 1 pound as far as I was aware.
No, it was all shared equally, so you should have more than one.
I'll still offer my 1 pound though, just for now.
They take it and look it over a bit. You see him take a hammer before whacking against the scale. You see her slowly lower a pair of spectacles and look at it and goes, "Hydra scale, correct?"
Mm-hmm.
The scale is very durable, but I see it's tainted with necrotic energy. We're going to have to try and purify that. I could offer you 20 gold per pound.
Well, I only have the 1 pound on me, so I guess I'll take the 20 gold.
She eventually nods before taking the scale, and then lifts up a coin purse and hands it off to you.
Alright, and I'll add 20 gold to my inventory and take out the 1 pound. I'll rejoin the group and tell them the news. Looks like they offer 20 gold per pound.
That's significantly cheaper than what it is worth.
Yeah, he did mention something about necrotic, and they'd have to purify it. So that's probably why the price is lower here.
I see.
So they probably have to spend some gold to purify it so it can be used.
Either way, I wouldn't say that this place is not worth it.
No, unfortunately. Perhaps
At
the
least not-
Artisans Guild will probably be a better shot for us.
Alright.
Because they're
Also,
probably not worried about the magic properties so much as making it look nice.
if you didn't agree with the price, why did you sell it?
Oh, again, it was I only did 1 pound, so it was only to get the price.
You could have asked for the price and never mind.
I know. I just wanted to get the price for you guys.
Anywho, we can check out the Artisans Guild next. And you can go check with them.
Yeah, this time I might be more willing to try to bargain because, again, that guy just seems like he wasn't going to budge on the price, if I had to be honest.
Artisans Guild will not accept the scales.
And that is why
One failure
Masters did not suggest it.
You can still go visit the Artisans Guild, but they're
Oh.
more of artsy-fartsy people.
Another
Yeah,
thing.
but you could use as shiny material.
Before we leave the Adventurers Guild, I'm gonna, look around and... What am I looking for exactly? I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh, yeah. Did they have, anything with, a bunch of quests on it or something?
Westboard.
Roll a perception.
Alright.
would I be able to, while we're walking around, just, you know, the gloves didn't require attunement, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so I'll just slip them back on.
Not like you get unattuned when you just take them off if you still have them on your persons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because you take it off doesn't mean you're unattuned to it. If it was not in your possession, that might be a different story. But
You don't see anything that looks specifically like a quest board, no.
Not much of an adventurer's guild if it doesn't readily show adventure right now, does it?
Based on what we've seen, there's most likely a counter we have to go to.
Might as
I
well.
suggest that secretary over there. Pointing to the secretary I talked to earlier.
Alright. It'll walk over.
Hello, madam.
Hello, madam. Oh, wait. It's a guy, ain't it? Hello, sir.
It's the original one was a guy.
Is this one a woman? I don't fucking know.
You don't know how they identify?
I was hoping that you could point me towards your quest board.
Unfortunately, all of the jobs that could have been done today have been claimed.
Ah, interesting. Very well, thank you. Oh, actually, other thing. Is there anywhere close by that sells holy water?
There are many shops that you can go into.
Very well, thank you. Then she'll start heading off.
So, where are you guys going next?
Well, not the Artisan's Guild, I guess. Oh, I guess, can we look for a shop to buy the thingy from?
Roll investigation. Also, you can go to the Artisans Guild if you want to.
That is true, but I think we should go there after we've looked over, you know, prices and stuff.
Yeah, you find a standard shop, no problem.
Okie doke. Is, fuck. I am too hungry and too tired for English to English, apparently. Is the holy water on display with a price, or do I have to ask about it?
25.
Alright.
Ask about our holy water.
Hubert, can you buy us some holy water, please?
How much?
Just one. One vial should be needed.
There you go. And he purchases the whole water.
Okie doke. Anyway, that's all I needed. Let's keep going.
Where are you going?
We should check out the blacksmith guild.
Does everybody agree with this decision?
Great.
Sure.
Alright. So, as you head toward where you were told the Blacksmith Guild was, you can immediately feel heat radiating from it, and you actually see the air distorting slightly due to how hot it is in this area.
Feels nice over here.
Ah.
Well,
Feel that? That's craftsmanship for you.
really, all I feel is the beginning is the small layer of sweat forming on my forehead.
That's progress.
This is progress.
Mm-hmm.
Overrated.
Depends on who you ask.
Anywho, Thorgrim, you probably fit in better here.
Alright. I'll take at first my own bag of hiker skills. I'll just walk on over, see if I can find the nearest person to purchase goods, or at least place them.
Okay. Roll a investigation.
Investigation. Not bad.
You can't really see anywhere that would be considered a shop, so you just go to the first blacksmithing area that you see, and you see several humans currently working with various materials. All of them are very clearly covered in soot and have been here for a long while, but they don't seem to mind the heat.
Howdy, fellas. Working hard?
Yeah, all day, every day. What brings you around here?
Was wondering if I can get an appraisal on these here scales.
He wipes his nose clean of any soot before walking over, and he places his hands on his hips before going, what kind of scales are we talking about here?
They're from a Hydra.
What kind of hydra?
That was a big black one, shiny purple stuff.
You found one of them evil ones, one that likes to make swamps, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, it ain't the worst scales we've ever had, I suppose. He then holds his hand out to try and look some of the scales over.
Do you want the whole bag, or do you want me to just take a few out for you?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Cool. I'm gonna take some of the scales out of the bag and just sort of hand them over.
He sits down, looks them over. You see him pressing on them as if trying to authenticity, make sure that they are the real deal. And eventually he says, "Well, these seem like high scales. How much you looking to get for them?"
What do you think is a reasonable price?
Well, I'd be willing to give you 40 gold per pound for it.
40? No, that's double the Adventurers Guild, or what the Adventurers Guild is offering.
Yeah, they're cheap. They're cheap tight asses. Unless it comes down to buying good equipment for folks. Which I can make a good set of armor out of this, and then sell it to them for, well, high enough.
Ha! That's fun. I like it. Why don't I confer with the rest of my friends and I'll get back to you on that.
He nods a bit to this.
I'll go back to the rest of the group and say, they seem to be fine with 40 per, you know, double the amount of the adventures.
Yeah. I suppose you're right, Ailsard. I really shouldn't have given them a pound.
Adol simply shrugs. Well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Oh shit, rainbow.
Adol just glances up. Where?
Nothing. Dwarf joke.
I thought they lived underground. Where would they... Never mind.
I
So...
think that's the joke.
Exactly.
She, looks a little confused. I suppose that's his part of Aryan culture. So, where to next? Actually, what time is it?
It's about 5 in the afternoon.
Okay. I think
We still got the museum we can take a look at.
Yes, I think we'll have time to check one more place. No.
And I don't know if the religious one seems interesting, but the museum might still be a good offer situation.
We might have time to do one or two, judging from how long it took us to get to the other two. But yes, the museum and then the churchy, religious-y, sneaky place.
Oh, excuse me.
So where are you guys going?
Museum.
Museum.
All right. So as you all head to the museum, you see that it is a very bustling area. Lots of people are going in and out at all times.
Well, it looks like this one's very popular.
I wonder why that is. I have a feeling it starts with Poe and ends with Masters.
Well, we won't know until we look.
Alright, inside we go.
Okay. You see many numerous exhibits and items lying all around. You see weapons, armor, shields, things that look just like various generic artifacts. You see a few things that look like puppets, and you actually notice that off in its own little secluded area, you actually see a statue made of what you think is pure gold of Poe Master standing in front of a room which is also lined with exhibits.
Ah, I see. So that is his exhibit room.
I suppose it is.
Well, time to go in.
All right.
Mhm.
As you walk past the statue, you see it glow for a brief moment. Then you see sparkles come off of it as it goes. Hello, dear friends. Welcome to the exhibit.
It's almost like the real thing. Wait, how on earth did they manage that?
Most likely glimpse rewarding.
The things
So every
people
time you get close, it goes off.
things people are able to do with magic. No, inside.
Okay. As you enter you actually see a sign that says new exhibit, and you see the amulet that you all retrieved. The Beastmaster's amulet sitting on a pedestal behind glass.
Is there like a caption with it or anything?
Not apart from the sign that says new exhibit, no.
Weird. Alright.
Do you approach it?
Yep.
As you approach, you see the glass beginning to shine before you see a life-sized minor illusion model of Poe Masters suddenly appear, smiling with twinklies going all around him, with holding a rose as he goes, "Hello, I'm sure you are curious of the new exhibit. Well, allow me to go into the story of how me and some of my new compatriots bravely ventured into the heart of a dangerous prison to get this." And then you hear, as you presume the illusion, tells the story of your adventures through the dungeon.
Does it mention the goose?
Yes, at the very end.
I wonder how people reacted to that.
How heavily embellished is this story?
It seems he is telling everything from his point of view that he saw occur. So anything that he was not present for that happened, he clearly did not know. However, it does not appear that he is lying about anything.
Not playing up his part extra, heavily?
If anything, he's playing up your part specifically, because he claimed that you were hit by a flurry of 100 blades and didn't even flinch.
Wargrim's kind of stunned by this,
Just play up just himself, apparently.
Adol, meanwhile, doesn't really seem that surprised. though she does seem very impressed with the technology, quote unquote, that she's saying.
And after the story is done, he explains how the goose handed the Beastmaster's amulet to a very lovely lady before waddling away, and you watch as the illusion slowly simmers off and the story comes to an end.
I really expected him to leave out the part about the goose.
I mean, it just makes his story that more fantastic.
I mean, yes, delving into a dungeon to retrieve a mystical ancient artifact is sort of par for the course, but a goose? Don't you think people would find that a little too much?
I don't know.
Well, what else is in the exhibit?
You see a bow with an arrow that looks like it's made out of ivory. This is called the sunrise bow. You see an axe which is dripping with a glowing red liquid, which you notice the liquid is dissipating after it falls down and hits the stand it's standing on. It very quickly evaporates and disappears. And it's called the Blood Ranger's Axe. And then you see an item at the very back, which is a very large black scale, bigger than your head, that it says the genuine dragon scale.
Oh, this one I'm approaching.
Alright, as you do, once again, you see the illusion of Poemasters appear, and he goes, "Ah, hello, compatriot. I am sure you came to gaze upon the genuine dragon scale. While, yes, it is hard to prove that it is, in fact, a scale of a dragon, I am 99.99% certain of its authenticity. You see, I delved straight deep into the swampy areas of Crestfall. I searched high and low for many weeks, and finally I discovered it. I discovered an area which is believed, which held the believed area of a dragon's lair. I entered upon it, and I found spectacles. I found treasure beyond my wildest dreams. I found many weapons, gold, silver, you name it, and it was there. And upon this area I also came and found of what appeared to be petrified bones and flame. I pried this scale off it and brought it here to be displayed. I truly believe that I have found evidence that dragons have existed on this planet, and that one day I will go back to help prove that it does.
Avel's just rubbing her chin slowly. Then she looks to the others.
Well, it's nothing we don't know about. We could probably see if it's real.
How would we go about doing that?
By asking Paul Masters where he found it.
Fair.
Not sure what we'll see if or when we get there. But, she's just looking the scale over. Is there any, sign of damage to it or anything?
Roll investigation.
Right. Come on, investigation.
As far as you can tell, there doesn't appear to be any damage apart from age, like natural wear and tear.
Alright. And she just, like, mumbles something while nodding slowly. Okay. Well, I think I've seen what I came to see.
I'm sorry, everything cut out for me. What'd you say?
She said, I think I've seen what I came to see.
Meanwhile, Thorgrim's looking at the Blood Rage of Axe with a discerning dwarven eye and a rub of the chin.
Do you approach close enough for the illusion to tell the story?
Ah, fuck it, why not?
Alright. You approach, you see the illusion of Pullmasters appear, and he goes, "Hello, friend. This is unfortunately a sad tale. I recommend you have handkerchiefs available to you, if you do not already. This is the story of a great warrior who lost himself to his rape. There was once a man, a great warrior, who could fight legions upon legion of enemies and never fall. He fought and fought and fought, driven only by his anger, his rage, and his desire for revenge. But unfortunately, eventually his rage consumed him, and slowly but surely turned him into something that was no longer, well, human. He just kept going and going. Every day, his blood boiled. Every day, his anger seething, scorching the ground beneath him with each and every step he took. Eventually, Nofel Nightdigger found himself upon the man who caused him such anger, and eventually succumbed completely to his rage. His blood turned to fire, and in a very swift and very one-sided fight, he killed and slaughtered his enemy. But his rage never failed. It continued to boil and turned him into a blood rager. Eventually, his axe was corrupted by the scorching heat of his own blood. And now, as you can plainly see upon it, it will forever drip the seething, scalding blood for the rest of its days. It is unknown as to what happened to the poor Blood Ranger, but we all know this. As long as Nofel continues to live in the state he does now, he will not have a blessed rest. And eventually, the illusion disappears.
So sad.
Nofel is alive? That's... Maybe one day we'll come across him in our travels.
Thorgrim's just silent.
Adel just pats him on the shoulder.
Nofel is kindred spirit.
There were some similarities.
Yes, I noticed.
Though I can't already tell you that you seem to have it a bit more under control than he supposedly did. Just be wary. As we've seen, it's very easy to let emotion take control.
It's already proven very hard. It will only prove harder as I get stronger. If I seem to lose myself, I want to make sure that you all can help bring me back.
Oh, do not worry. If you lose yourself, he will knock you unconscious and tie you to a tree. And she just gestures over to Hubert.
Trusting me to do that.
Don't worry. You are in good hands.
Good.
Though I think that it might do you some good if we found... Wait, what was his name? Nobert? Yes. It might do you some good if we found Nobert.
No problem.
Nofel, yes. Nobert, shush.
I shall fuse Hubert with everybody.
Yeah.
It would be a great idea. Matching earrings.
Fuck that.
Fuse everybody.
Yes, I think you fighting Nofel and perhaps putting him to rest might do you some good and give you some perspective.
Is that... Wait. In our conversation, when I had the contact, you said that I should find a purpose after I avenge my wife's death. And I think you may have just given me an idea on what that means.
Finding Norfel?
Not just finding Nofel, but putting to rest those that do not have the means to do so themselves.
Seems like a fine idea.
I can do that and be a father at the same time, right?
I would not know. That is for you to discover. I'm sure you will manage it.
Pilgrim takes one last glance at heave a deep sigh. Say, I'll see you at some point. I'll see you at some point later. We'll have a talk. Wait for the rest of the group, and if they want to leave, he will too.
Yeah, time to go. Actually, no. Jubilee, did you want to check anything out?
I don't know.
Well, there is the bow that Poe named after himself.
I am a little curious about that one. I'll approach it.
Excuse me?
I'm pretty sure... I swear, the bow had some name, but at the very end of it, it just had Poe.
It was the Bow of Dawn.
Yeah, I heard the Bow of Dawn Poe.
No.
If he named it, he would have named it after himself and called it Bowmasters.
Bowmasters.
I think it was Bow Dawn, period, Poe, next sentence.
But... I'm more interested in making my own stories, if that's okay. I mean, I don't mind hearing it from the source, but... I don't know. I'm ready to go if you are.
I would like to take a look at the bow, though.
So you approach it.
Yes.
As you do, I lost what I was the illusion of Co-Masters appears, and he goes, "Hello. Unfortunately, I'm afraid to say I do not have too many details on this. This one, all I know is crafted by one of the gods who left us, or forgotten. I am uncertain of which god it was, but I do believe it was the goddess of life and unity. It is the only thing that makes sense to me. And, unfortunately, I only found the one arrow, and I wanted to make sure that the arrow stayed intact, so I did not use it to try and figure out what sort of effect it may have. I am afraid to say I do not know too terribly much as to how this was created, nor how it was. So, all you can do is marvel upon its beauty.
Okay. Hold on a second. Go. That words. Ale is going to stare at the bow before taking out the crystal and looking to it, seeing if there's any reaction now that she's so close to it.
There is none.
She puts the crystal away, but looks to the bow. I need to ask Poe Masters about this. Alright, let's go.
Hubert will, of course, follow. What do the rest of you do? By the rest of you, I mean chaos. Because Matt is burned, so he'll just follow.
I thought I was just following too, so.
Alright, so you just follow. Good to know. So where are you going, Adel Sarday?
What time is it now?
It's getting close to sunset, but there's still a couple of hours before then.
Alright, let's go see the sneaky, churchy place.
It's not sneaky.
It's sneaky in my mind.
My lady, if I may make a recommendation.
Yes?
Jubilee was very excited to go see the Artisans Guild, as it's more of an artist's place. Why don't we consider going there, and perhaps the religious possibly cult shenanigans too?
Fine
I mean,
idea.
we don't have to if you don't want to.
No, we're going to the Artisans Guild.
Jubilee, before you can even finish you're trying to convince him not to do something for you, he just reaches over and places a gloved hand over your mouth and goes, "Anything Jubilee says to this is not what she actually means, so I elect to ignore it."
I will take your election in note. We shall go to the Artisans Guild.
Jubilee pokes Hubert under the armpit of the arm that's covering her mouth to get him to stop.
He does not react in the slightest to this, and once Adel Sarday says that they're going to the Artisans Guild, he moves his hand.
That was really unnecessary, you know that?
I disagree.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, into the Artisans Guild we go.
Okay. As you come here, you begin hearing music playing, and as you approach, you actually see that the area around the Artisans Guild is filled with street performers. Some are
Are any
sneaking.
of them Jorno's theme?
Do what?
Are any of them playing Jorno's theme?
No. You you see a lot of singers, a lot of people playing instruments, and more importantly, you see a lot of people getting various tips paid and various other compensation for their performances from what you would believe to be your average day-to-day citizen.
Jubilee's eyes are just lighting up with how much art, like how much music and art is going on right now.
Well, Jubilee, I believe you have found your new home.
I think I found my next stage. I'll definitely have to perform here, and if we're investigating tomorrow, some customers do spread rumors, so maybe I can pick up some tips and pick up some information performing here.
Adel just puts a hand on Jubilee's shoulder. Do not make excuses. You just want to come here.
I'm not making excuses. I want to come here, but nothing says I can't do both.
Sure.
No, she has a point. If she's dancing and performing, a lot of people gather, and a lot of people say a lot of things.
I see she has you tricked as well, Thorgrim.
Am I wrong,
Adel,
though?
do you really think that lowly of me?
Do you think that lowly of me that I think that lowly of you?
Don't you turn this around on me, princess.
You are the one that started it. Of course I will turn it back on you.
Julie just kind of pouts a little bit.
Adel smiles a little. But yes, you do have a point. Though, I feel you'll be spending much of your time here anyway.
Probably. Getting to know this artisans guild is definitely something I've been missing out on in this world.
I was surprised I did not see one in the Twilight Kingdom.
I'll have to help make one when we get back.
Indeed.
Is there anything special of note as we walk the street?
Apart from the street is filled with various performers, no. Just looks like everybody's having fun.
Is there anyone who looks like they kind of run the guild, as it were?
That would be at the main building. You would have to enter it.
We'll head to the main building, because I don't want to just start performing here and then suddenly I'm stepping on someone's toes, figuratively.
Okay. So as you enter, you see that there's almost nobody inside, except for one person sitting at a secretary's desk, and you notice immediately that they look more like a humanoid tortoise than anything else, and their hands are clasped together, and they look slowly to you as you come into the door.
Hello.
Oh,
Is this a place where I can... Is there something I need to do in order to perform on this street?
ah. Well, you don't have to, but we do kindly request you fill out a
Oh, of course. Jubilee is almost skipping to the table now.
As you're skipping over, he slowly reaches down, and you can see every movement. It seems to take all of his concentration as he grabs a piece of paper, lifts it up, and rests it down before slowly sliding it towards you with a quill. And it just asks your name, what kind of performance you're planning to do, and if you're willing to give 10% of all earnings you make to the guild as compensation.
Okay, so Jubilee will put down her name, and dancers, of course, the occupation, and since it's renting a space, the answer will be yes.
Now, will you have a partner?
I do need someone to play music, but unfortunately he's not with me right now.
What about
Let's-
that one? He says, and slowly points to Riki, noticing that she's in a similar dancing getup as you.
Adol will look
Oh.
over to Ricky.
I mean, I would welcome a partner, but it's only if she wants to. I think this might be a solo act, though.
Ricky, how do you feel about dancing?
She just looks to you and nods.
Alright. If you're willing. Andrew looks back to Jubilee.
Jubilee will nod, and if she'll have me, then I'd be glad to dance with her.
It is not necessary, but if you would kindly put her name to yours. And he slowly taps the paper with one of his claws before retracting his hand.
Jubilee turns. Adelsarde, what's her name again? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting. Kind of like hinting at, I don't know if I should write down her actual name or not.
Ah, of course. And she'll go over and write down. There we go. She'll go over and write down the name Kiara.
Yeah, I apologize. I tend to forget her name at times, because she hangs out with you the most.
Don't worry about it. I'll just have to make sure that you write it 100 more times when we get back to the end.
Oh man.
Thorgrim makes that, like, covers his mouth with his hand and kind of makes that face where, you know, you just go, ooh.
Well, in any case, here's the form. Slides it over to the turtle.
He will then slowly take it and then set it aside. Guildmaster friend will love to see this.
An oddly, like, this is out of character, because out of all the names we've heard thus far, that one is oddly normal.
So what's the guildmaster's name again?
Brandon.
Brandon.
I know, right? In a city that's ruled by people like Azazel and Luminarch, there's just a dude called Brandon.
I think about it, we never really asked who the other guildmasters were.
Nope.
The humor
I'm sorry to-
is not lost on Brandon. He finds it rather nice.
Is he a comedian?
In a way, he performs in numerous ways.
That's awesome. I'll have to see his performance at times.
You could say he has a devilish charm to himself.
And Jubilee laughs along.
Adel just stares blankly.
It's funny because he's a tiefling.
Well, I guess they do say. I guess that what they say is true. The devil is in the detail.
I am going to wait outside.
Actually, since I have you here, do you know of the other guild masters? We forgot to kind of ask around when we visited the guilds, and they weren't.
I do not belong to the other guilds, so I do not know if I am allowed to disclose that information.
Understandable. I did not know if it was common knowledge or not.
I'm sure it is.
Well, thank you for your time, Mister. I'm sorry I didn't get your name. I was just too excited about this place.
It is my name. I recently changed it. And he begins scratching his chin a bit. And he goes, ah, that's right. My name is Abby. A-B-B-I.
I'm sure you didn't mean ABBA. You That would be funny though. Well, thank you, Abby, for your assistance in this matter. No- Abby, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just so excited. It's been a while since I've got to perform.
I am happy for your excitement.
Yeah, Julie's tail is almost wagging like a dog, almost.
Is there anything else I can attempt to assist you?
Oh no, you've done more than enough already. I just might be trying to perform tomorrow then.
Very well. You can perform anywhere that is open at the time of your arrival.
Thank you so much, Abby. We will give a slight bow before skipping her way outside. Rejoin the group, I guess.
I have never seen you so excited.
I haven't performed in a while. It's kind of like I've been holding it in for a while, Adel.
Well, at least you're able to finally get your release.
Careful with the wording, Adel. Some people might get the wrong idea.
Tauntaun is not here right now.
No, it's
No, but I am still here. She says, giggling.
And if you wish to perform tomorrow and not be tied up in a bunker somewhere, you'll keep your childish games to yourself.
It's just a joke. Calm down.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Alright. Ada will look up at the sky to see what time it is.
It's about sunset.
The night market should be opening soon. Guess we'll need to keep our eyes out for any glowing blue lights.
I will need to excuse myself this night.
Ah, right.
Just be careful, Hubert.
Will you be going outside the city?
Of course.
Can't you find a secluded place in the city to do it?
No.
Okay.
Based off of what I've seen from our explorations, there would be nowhere secluded enough for what I need to do.
Very well. Just be safe.
He nods.
Guess it's just the three of us then to search for the night market.
Oh, wait. Before he goes, Il's gonna, put her hand on his shoulder. Hold on. You have the Hydra heart, right?
Correct.
Can I have that, please?
He will pull out a large, sack before holding it out to you.
She'll take it.
Isn't he also holding the rest of the scales as well?
No, they're all equally shared. So we have our own things.
Alright. I just don't know how many pounds we have, because I only wrote the 1 pound for myself before we distributed it.
Well, everybody except Adel Sorday picked 1, so that's Jubilee, Thorgrim, Tauntaun, 3. No, George, 4, plus 10, so that's 14. Divided by 5, that's approximately...
About 3 pounds each.
Hmm.
About a little under, but I've rounded. So I only have 2 pounds of it left then.
Okie doke. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Well, it's just the 3 of us now, so...
Yep. Time to look around for the night market.
Roll investigation.
I shall do that, because I think of the 3 of us, I have the best one.
Yep.
Would anyone like to assist me in this matter?
Yeah, sure.
I will also assist, although
What's going on?
Looking for
The
night
3 of us
market.
are looking for the night market.
Can Tauntaun look for the night market too?
You will have to roll investigation, just a standard roll.
Can I get advantage?
I will allow Patterson to help, yes. I suppose he can use his items.
As I roll a
I got the better. I rolled a 19.
Alright, so it takes a couple of hours, Jubilee, but eventually you do see a faint blue glow. And as you lead the party there, you see a shop which, from best you can tell, used to be abandoned, with 2 torches sitting out front with blue flames flickering within.
Oh. I guess he just kind of sets up shop in places that have been left behind.
Strange. Oh, hello, Tauntaun.
Is Tauntaun actually there?
Yeah.
So he shows up roughly at the same time?
You show up a few minutes after, but yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, so it's just the 4 of us now, huh?
Only 4? Where's the other?
Hubert's doing his own thing, and well, I guess I keep forgetting to count Wiki. Sorry. Apologizes to.
Patterson.
Yes, I do forget, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Patterson, and I'm sorry, Riki.
Hello, I'm
And
Patterson.
Not
Hey,
telling my
Case, what-
friend kind of sentient. His thoughts and dreams. What those are, I don't know, but he does have.
Anyways. Shall we go inside then?
Yep.
I still need to find a way to get a magic weapon, but I don't have much money, so let's hopefully I can bargain.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Oh. Wait a minute. Does
Oh, dear boy.
Tauntaun recognize these walls?
It's
Hello,
not the
Shred.
same place.
Hello, strangers.
You never know.
Fancy seeing you here all the way in Haven.
Question
What is it, my changeling friend?
for the DM.
What is it, my changeling friend?
The question does not change.
The question is going to the DM, not this man. Does Tauntaun recognize these walls?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Told ya.
You used this when he bought Patterson.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You'll have to ask in character.
God damn it.
I'm not asking character, I'm asking as a player.
I am aware. I have
The
spoken!
DM is avoiding the question. The DM is avoiding the question.
How dare you
Have
avoid
any-
me?
Have any of us been in this shop before?
Technically.
That's what Jubilee is asking.
I've seen the night market before, and I think I might have.
No. This area itself looks familiar.
Ah, I had to borrow this setup from a friend of mine.
Haha, there it is.
So you know Dad. Definitely Dad.
In any case,
Well, I mean, he goes by a few different names.
back to the topic at hand, strangers. It's fancy seeing you all the way up here.
You're the one that advertised it to us.
Wait a minute,
That was-
hold on, is this man carrying a gun?
He is,
Okay.
as well as shotgun shells.
Okay, so what's on the coat is what's there.
Or at least everything that you can tell that he has.
He was looking at all the strange items, very confused and a little concerned.
I love how
Oh.
it's all ammo.
Don't get me wrong, stranger. I don't know everything that's in here either. Like I said, I'm borrowing this setup from a friend of mine.
Oh, you mean Devilish Daryl?
Chan.
He
Yeah,
always
he goes by a
introduced
few different
himself.
names.
He always introduced himself as Dave to me.
Wasn't he Devin when I... Huh.
We've all known him by different names. That's hilarious. That's the part I have in my notes, and that's
They all
hilarious.
met different ones, and this is just a family shop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Someone has their name as Damien. So I'll write down
Oh, no,
Dave now.
I think mine was Damien, actually. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yours
mine was
Damien,
Daryl.
Mine was Dan. They had Daryl. I think we're the only 3 that ever went in.
So, funny question, Do you happen to deal in hydra scales?
I love scales of any type of sort.
Well, you're in good luck, sir.
Because we've got a fair few batches for you to take a look through.
How much we talking here, strangers?
Like...
Jubilee will pull out the bag, her bag that has 2 pounds left.
What was
Didn't you,
it?
This is just one of them.
didn't you all accumulate roughly 20 or so?
20?
I think
20
it was
pounds
like...
total?
I think it was like 14 pounds. 14 to 15.
Because I can't actually rember how much. I
Well,
know
the DM says 20.
I know
Okay.
Hubert alone. I know Hubert alone got 10. Thorgrim, you got 2. Jubilee got 1. Tauntaun got 1. Someone
that's
else got 2.
Okay, so
15.
So we'll go with 16, which goes to 15 because Jubilee sold 1 pound.
yeah, and well, okay.
So
Someone has the extra pound then.
60. I don't even fucking know. Ricky
So
has the extra.
That'll be
pound.
3 pounds each for each of us, and 1 extra pound remaining.
Give it to Ricky.
Hubert
show him
would have
what to do
given-
with it.
Hubert would have given any of his scales to Edelsarte.
Yeah.
But she has those remaining ones.
So she has.
I still only have 2 pounds then.
and I
I've
got
done my math
7.
correctly.
All 15 pounds of scales are on you.
Okay,
So says DM.
so
Alright.
we had 16 total pounds.
And I sold 1, so.
So I'll just, bag after bag after bag after bag after bag.
Ching, 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 ching.
About 15 pounds here all told.
You must have slain a mighty heavy hydra then.
Oh,
he
not
was
just
a,
any Hydra. Take a look. Look, Dave brings out one of the scales.
He was a big old shadowy hydra thing.
You see him take it before he sniffs the scale, and after he sets the scale down, you watch as he sticks his thumb under his handkerchief, and you assume he's licking it, and then you hear him go, "Ah, that's right. This one, it ate something that upset its tummy, it did."
Oh. So
Poor
they
baby.
were accurate.
Well, that answers that question, I suppose.
So how much are you looking to get for all of this?
Around 100 per pound. 100 gold, that is.
Ah, you're looking to rip people off there, my miss. I like it.
Oh, so you disagree with the price?
Of course.
And how much would you buy it for?
Well, I know how much it's worth is the problem.
And how much is it worth?
Well,
Oh, crap, I am ripping him off, my bad. 50 gold per pound. Yikes, I forgot.
that's more like it.
Whoops.
Sorry, I labeled this one wrong. This label's supposed to go elsewhere. That's my fault.
Now, the issue is I know that it's worth 50 gold per pound. But, since you purchased at the last night market I set up, I'll be willing to purchase it a little more favorably, I suppose.
Really? For how much then?
I could purchase it for 40 gold a pop.
Can I
Still a
perhaps?
very good price.
According to you.
Same as
Unless
the
we are
blacksmith
talking
guild.
40 gold as scale.
I was
No,
saying,
he still has to resell it.
I was talking 40 gold a pound, my changeling friend. You should know that.
I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what a changeling is. Anyways, 40 gold a pound being bought from us is that we are operating at a loss. 50 gold is just fine.
The unfortunate thing is I'm not giving you 50 gold a pop for them.
How about 43 or 45?
Didn't you guys go and check out other areas too?
The other
We
Yes,
did.
and
one was
he
20 gold a pound, and the other one was also 40 gold a pound.
So we're not getting a much better deal here.
How
The
about
the issue is, while the scales in question are worth 50 gold apiece, they still have to make profit off of it.
Yeah, they have to sell it for that amount.
God damn it! Let me barter with you.
I'm letting you talk.
All right,
The unfortunate thing, miss, is you gave me 2 different ones.
45.
Which roll persuasion.
Okay.
Can Tauntaun help?
Sure. What do you say? Because you will have to say something.
While, yes, she did give a different price, as Jubilee said, it was a minor mislabel.
Yeah, sure. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
One more
Holy
thing before,
fuck.
Okay. Never mind. Can I add on to it anyways? Because why not?
Sure.
A little bit of bardic.
Yeah, basically just give Adelsarday a hug. Like, you can't say no to this face, right? Give her a nice inspiration.
Adel looks
Right
like
now,
she. Oh.
We're getting into Yuri territory around here.
right now you get a D8 to add on to it.
Yay. But while you say that and hug her, she actually looks like, how do I put this? Her typical stoic self, which is not very cute.
26 total.
26 ain't bad.
I suppose I'd be willing to pass with 45 a pound.
Perfect. Though I will keep 1. So that should be 14 for you then.
At 45 each.
14,
He will-
45.
He will take the scales before pushing 630 gold to Adelsarday.
Okay, so
I was close. I said 620.
We have money again.
630, alright. So divided equally among us, that'll be how much?
Hold on. You can actually do it here. It's about 78 points. Yeah.
Alright.
That.
78.
gold each.
78 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
Silver
Did he give us silver?
No, silver
No,
and
he gave
copper
us
are
all
not
of
currencies
gold.
here.
We'll have to break it somehow.
So how to...
So is
Yeah,
it
someone's
rounded
gonna
up
get the
or
extra
what?
gold. Someone gets the extra gold piece.
Okay.
You dividing-
I'll just
are
give
you
it to
dividing-
Ricky.
By 8. Yeah, you divided by the wrong number. Hold on. You divided by 8.
What do you mean I divided by the wrong number? I divided by that number before. There's like 8 of us. Co-masters were supposed to get a share, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Not-
Poe,
Oh,
Adelsarday,
Poe, right.
Jubilee, Thorgrim. Hold on. Poe, Adelsarday, Jubilee, Thorgrim, Tauntaun. That's 5.
So we're not counting George.
Okay, George, so that's 6.
Yeah, I thought that was 6 then.
Hubert
and
will not
Hubert's
count.
not accepting.
Hubert
Ada
will
will
not count
make
himself
sure
unless
that he counts, so-
Adelsarday makes him, so that's 7. So unless you're adding Riki into this, it's only 7 people.
That's a much rounder number.
Which are we doing? Is Hubert going to accept, or
Hubert will not have a choice but to accept because Adelsarday is going to tell him to.
Yep.
We each get 90 gold each. That's still good.
that is a good amount?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have money again. Or I have money again.
Yeah, I was about to say, who is we?
Sorry, I was broke for a long time.
We!
Because I spent most of my money on the stagecoach, and then we got transported to a different world, so I can't even use my stagecoach.
Hey, it might still be there when we get back home.
Well, we left it with Tauntaun's retainers, so
We're probably all having existential crisis right now.
Either that or
Yeah.
dealing with...
Tauntaun trusts his retainers.
Now
It's
then,
probably back in his place.
strangers, is there anything else I can help you with while you're here?
Yes, what do you have in stock?
I have many things in stock. Depends on what you want.
Do you have something that can make this a little more magical? Pulling out my rapier.
Might not be able to. I ain't much for enchanting, but I might be able to give you something.
Yeah, sorry, I meant like, do you have something similar to this weapon that is more of magical base?
How much are you willing to pay?
I don't have much money, unfortunately, but maybe we can strike a bargain some way. I'm not...
Give me just a second to look through my wares, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Alright.
he begins.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Sorry.
He begins searching through his things, and he eventually comes back with a rapier, and you see that there are snowflake insignias running along the blade as he sets it down.
What do we have
I got-
here?
Well, it's a very nifty weapon, if I do say so myself. Though, it's a bit cold.
Mm-hmm.
Might
We
not,
will-
be, might not be the best item for you, but it's the only thing I have in Arabia at present moment.
Oh, I'm not exactly weak to the cold. Not that bad. Jubilee will just take a look at it and, look it over, see what it does.
Okay. From best you can tell, it is a magic item that deals cold damage, but you can't tell exactly what it is. You're not too well versed in things like that.
Enchantments.
Can
Well, I know
Tauntaun
it's magical.
look it over?
Do what?
Tauntaun look it over for her?
Sure.
Arcana
He's,
again?
he's our identifier, so
You can either roll Arcana or you can just cast Identify, whichever you prefer.
I'll use Identify. How long is Identify?
10
It's a
minutes.
minute.
we got nothing but time, so
10 minutes if you cast it as a ritual, 1 minute if you're...
Wrong, buddy boy. I have a class feature that lets me say, fuck that, this is only a minute ritual. I gotta find it. I know it's on charge.
well, while he's taking a look at it, how much are we looking at as a price?
Give me just a second, I gotta look
I
through
can
the
do
book.
it once per rest.
Yeah.
No, once per long rest.
I don't know if I can afford this, but hopefully I can have some sort of bargain.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, it's very pricey. It's a very high
Wow.
caliber magic item. But I'd be willing to part ways with it for 10,000 gold. Tauntaun, it is a frost brand.
Ooh, isn't that just flame tongue but cold?
Yeah, it's flame tongue, but worse.
Yeah,
'Cause
flame tongue but cold and worse.
It only deals 1d6 cold damage, gives you resistance to fire, which Jubilee already has technically,
So not good
Which
for
is-
me.
which is why I typically swap the rarities. Frost branded flame tongue. Flame
Tauntaun's
tongue.
this-
gonna look it over and then look at Jubilee. You're already resistant to fire,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't gonna
Sorry.
be very.
Sorry, stranger. I said the wrong price. I meant 1,000 gold.
Okay, that's a little more reasonable, but
Do you even have 1,000 gold?
no, I can't afford this, unfortunately.
It's also not useful for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Why did I click that again?
What do you mean not useful?
Well, she's already able to, well, for one, deal more damage than this with a single spell slot, and two, its secondary ability after the ice is of no use to her, meaning that it's really minimal.
You're gonna.
My friend is trying to say is I naturally resist this thing, what this thing would protect me against, so
You're gonna wish you had it whenever you come across something weak to cold, though.
If you find
I really
something
do need.
cold, I can just throw one of my ice bolts at it.
In any case, maybe an alternate route. Do you have anything throwing wise I can use that could have a magical property?
Give me just a moment. I'll see what I have. And he begins searching through again.
Flying daggers, bracer, and flying daggers. I'm calling it right now.
Even if I had daggers of returning, that'd be handy.
Bracer of flying daggers is basically just returning daggers. It's just infinite dagger that you can throw
Nice.
as think bonus action.
That's still handy if it's a thing.
I've got this, he says, coming back, and he's holding a dagger, and you see a vibrant green blade on it as he slowly sets it down.
All right. Now would be a good time for that second identify.
Yep, gonna identify again. I don't have any more charges to shorten the time, so
we have nothing but time, so you're good.
All right. This is a dagger of venom.
Ooh.
It has a +1 to attack and damage rolls, and as an action, you cause a thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for a minute or until an attack using the weapon hits a creature. Upon a hit, the creature makes a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or takes 2d10 poison damage and becomes poisoned for 1 minute.
Oof,
You
that's
cannot
good.
You cannot use the dagger in this way again until next dawn. Meaning
Okay,
you
so
can't.
once you're on, you can poison a bait. Although it does hit similar to Patterson's sword.
That's
Well,
still pretty good.
It is good.
But how much is he asking price-wise for this one?
I'd be willing to part ways for 500.
Ugh.
As expensive as always, I see.
If you're
It is a
asking
magical
for
weapon, though.
If you're asking for magic weapons, it'll always be expensive.
I do have a ton of artifact throwing daggers, but I don't know how much those would be priced at. Let's see. Zone tight.
Oh, my head almost exploded. Oh.
Is there some sort of task I can do for you to lower the price?
I'm afraid not, stranger. I'm not much. Anything I need handled, I typically handle myself.
Fair enough. Dang, that's a shame. This might not have actually been a good one for me.
You
I
could
only have
always-
about
You could always ask your friends for a loan. You did just earn 600 gold, after all.
Unfortunately, I need gold for other things too.
You're a performer. You'll earn it back, most likely.
You know, I'm gonna let that go only because I know I have the performer clothes on. Otherwise, I'd be like, how would you know I was a performer? You know what? Never mind.
Every good shopkeeper knows their customers inside and out, miss.
So you know, if the other thing I was gonna put on for a bargain wouldn't work either, then
I'm afraid I'm not much one for reducing
Company.
prices for such things like that.
understandable. Huh. Well, I guess if I could go the one route, I could earn extra money right now and come back at another night.
Once again, you could just ask if your lovely friends are willing to part ways with their coin.
Jubilee will turn to some of her friends.
How much is it?
500. I have
With no-
130, but
500 is the base price.
Well, haggle it down and let's see what you get.
so you're really not one to bargain. So you couldn't go for it for say 250?
Roll persuasion.
Bruh.
Bruh,
With normal?
bruh.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what to say in response to that. How can I help her?
I rolled a 2 on the die. God damn it.
Ooh.
I'm afraid that's a bit too much. That's a 50% discount. How about 450?
Oh. 325?
Roll persuasion.
Better.
425.
350?
Roll persuasion.
420.
Brr, 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 brr.
Mother of
Where'd that
mercy.
come from?
Vegetation.
That was probably Daryl. Don't mind him.
Me number, me number.
370.
I'm afraid I'm not gonna go much past 420.
Okay, meet in
Oh,
the
is it
middle,
that-
400.
Once again, I'm not going to go down past 420. That's my final offer.
It's slowly getting better too. I'll turn back to the rest of the group.
So
I'm a
420.
wizard.
Huh?
I'm in dire need of gold if I want magic.
I'm afraid I can't very much money. I only just managed to get the amount
Yeah,
needed.
that's the
for-
problem. I just got money too.
Ale sighs and then takes out the Hydra heart. How much would this be worth?
You sure you're willing to give that to me?
It depends on how much it's worth.
It's worth a pretty penny.
I'm going to need a bit more of a concrete number.
I can't give you a number.
Don't worry about it then, guys. I can come back another time.
Alright. She'll put the heart away.
That heart is a bit more useful than I think you realize, stranger.
Really? How so?
I can't go telling you every secret I know.
How much would it cost for information on what this heart could be used for?
20 gold.
20 gold?
That's
what
what
he
he said.
Yep.
20 gold?
20 gold?
Tauntaun will put down 23 gold.
He slowly takes it before setting it aside and goes, well, for tip number 1, you could probably turn that into a very nifty magic item.
How?
He then holds out his hand.
He even tipped you.
I'm aware he tipped me. That's why the next tip is 15 gold instead.
Okay. 15 gold.
He takes it before setting it aside and goes, if you go to, well, I suppose the Adventurers Guild would be the best place for it. They might be able to get some of their magic-y people to turn it into an amulet of some sort.
Alright. Thanks.
Of course, I'm always here to try and make my customers happy. For the right price, of course.
Of course. You are a businessman after all.
Is there anything else I can help you all with?
I have a feeling I won't get a straight answer if I ask, but who? You're not exactly of the mortal plane, are you?
I'm as mortal as you are, dear.
Yes, but you're not like me.
Can't say I'm an elf, no.
No, a
I
bit
mean, I'm
more
also
than that.
not like you. This is like... Not everything's going to be like you, Edelstar Day.
It'll just
Are you
ignore
familiar
him.
with this place called Aria?
I can't say I am, no.
Alright.
Very well. But she does look a little, like, curious about him.
He just watched you.
Well, did anyone want to buy anything else?
No. I am, however, curious of what the Adventuring Guild could make for an amulet out of that.
More than
We can
likely,
visit
it's
them tomorrow.
more than likely it's going to cost us more than we can afford.
I have no.
I need to have a chat with you guys. I don't care who all goes along with the chat, but I found something interesting out of in town.
Alright. Well, say hi to Daryl for us.
You can
And
say hi
Dave.
to him. You can say hi to him yourself. I'm fairly certain Daryl's up there somewhere. He says, pointing toward the ceiling.
Ado looks
Looks
up.
You just see a black, endless void.
Hi, Daryl.
If Dave's up there, I say hi.
He's not.
Are you
Who are
Daryl?
you?
I am Daryl.
Is Damien up there too?
No.
Ado just looks to whoever. Wait, who said they met Daryl? The shopkeeper?
Yo, me.
And she just looks to Jubilee.
What?
Is that Daryl?
I don't know.
It's not the same.
Where is Dave?
Not here.
Where?
Where is
Dave's not here, man.
Where's that then?
At this point, he stops replying.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
no,
annoying.
don't be like that. I'll make cookies.
Do you even know how to make cookies?
No, but I can try.
Well, in any case, I don't think we want to take up our lovely shopkeeper's time.
Yes,
I
we
don't.
should be going.
But one more quick question. Just for our little shopkeep friend while we have time.
What might that be?
And he points at the gun. What the fuck is that?
It's a gun.
Ah! He reaches down and unfastens it and pulls it out. This, my friend, is a gun.
What does it do?
It shoots bullets. You're familiar where you come from. You know that country above ground and north of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Ado just narrows her eyes slightly.
Wait, how do you know about my land?
Moving on to what I was explaining there, friend.
Wait.
Stranger.
So you do know where Aria is.
Now, stranger, this is a more advanced version of what they have.
And
Huh.
where did you get it from?
I got it from my travels.
History check to see if that's actually Nilo's gun.
I met some guy called Leon S. Kennedy.
No, I've been selling things to him, actually.
Then, right
He knows
before,
the legendary hero.
right before the final battle, the motherfucker shot me.
I, of course, decapitated him, but that was only in my version of the game.
Then he came back a few minutes later like nothing happened.
Which was fine by me, because he kept giving me money.
Anyways.
He will then holster his gun back before easing his arm and watches you all.
Oh, thank you. Wait, you never told us your name.
I'm just a simple merchant.
So that's what you want to be called? Merchant?
If that's what makes you feel happy, sure.
Alright.
Well, he is the night merchant after all.
In that case, I'm going to call you Nox, the Night Merchant. Because that makes me happy.
His
Makes
response?
it a little more-
He doesn't respond. He just continues watching you all. He doesn't seem to mind
Hmm.
one
Now,
way or
I
the
do
other.
have one small question. You wouldn't happen to have a map of this continent, would you?
Oh,
That
right.
actually would be handy.
You sure you want a map of this place?
Why the laugh?
It would make it very much easier to get around.
150 gold.
It's expensive for a map.
Can we get it
It
down
is a map
to...
of a continent in a place where map making isn't very big.
Can we get it down to 130?
If I take it down in price, I have to give you a worse version of a map.
Oh.
If you want a map of the entire continent, I'm going to charge you 150.
I'll spot the 100, I'll just be broke. Somebody else will just need to spot the 50.
Now, if you want to keep the map forever, That's going to be another 150 gold on top of that.
Never mind.
What?
That's not worth it.
What, as in you will take the map away from us after a while?
Yeah, you'll be renting it.
Renting it I can do.
Maps are very important here. You wouldn't want to get lost, would you?
Alright. So how about instead we get a map of Haven and its neighboring countries? Territories.
I have a plan, little Sarday.
By the way, if your plan is to copy my map, I'm not going to allow that.
Well done. Well, there goes that plan.
Yes, I'm fairly certain his maps are down to copyright.
What's a copyright?
It's a... Never mind, I'll explain later. But,
It's something.
Here I am, normally the one that throws out weird terms.
It's something that's upheld by the law. And if you all look down at his gun, you see the law etched on the side of it.
I mean, you die once, you died enough.
So, about the map of the nearby area.
I could give you 50 gold for one.
To rent or to buy?
To rent, 100 gold to buy forever.
Can we see it? I want to know... No? Okay.
No.
So, to specify, it's of Haven and its surrounding territories.
Yes, Haven and the two countries. To the upper right and to the down.
Alright, so to buy, that'll be 100.
Correct.
Okay. Anyone want to spot me? Nah, never mind, I'll just get it. 100.
He takes it before holding out a rolled up piece of parchment to you.
She'll take it.
I mean, we can add it to the other map we have of the lower area.
Yeah, she'll open it up and take a look.
Okay, give me just a second.
We're slowly unlocking the map.
Man, unlocking the map's gonna be expensive as fuck.
Tauntaun sitting here ready to just drop 150, thinking that he'd buy the full thing.
In worst case scenario, now we can actually make a map with the territories we do have now.
I mean, we
That's
haven't.
still illegal.
Wow, this place is smaller than I thought.
It's no longer a dick shape. Woohoo!
Fucking hell, we're still in Australia.
Is this Australia? Oh my god, it is Australia, but is it upside down? Hold on a second.
No.
No, it looks very much just Australia.
Holy
We're
fuck,
just
it is
in
Australia.
again.
It's just Australia, but smaller.
No, it's Australia, but flipped horizontally.
I fucking knew it was flipped somehow.
Yeah,
Also, it's technically
We are literally in the Bizarro Aria. We're in Bizarro World.
Also, it's technically bigger than Aria's map because I made sure of that.
Also, if I were to take a look between these maps, it appears that the spot that this town is should be somewhere between Mount Isa and Townsville.
Yeah, but like with Aria, the shape of the continent is the same, but not the actual geography.
No, I know that, but I mean on a real-world map for anyone wondering, such as the viewers.
Are you
somewhere
sure the
on
viewers
here,
are wondering?
Townsville.
You never know.
Jinx, buy me a soda.
No.
Why
Come
not?
over to my place and you can get a free soda.
Alright.
But it would have been free anyways.
It'll...
Pleasure doing,
Well, you have to come over here to get it.
pleasure doing business with you.
Yes, very much so.
One minor little tiddly bit, just information.
Again.
That's still worth 20 gold, right?
Right.
When it comes to this world, did it go through an apocalypse and revert back intact?
He holds out his hand with this.
I'm going to give him 20 gold.
He takes the gold and puts it away and goes,
I wouldn't say it reverted in tech. It just never fully got to where other places have by this point. At least not everywhere.
That is true. There is the entire world outside of Crestfall. I wonder if...
Not only that, but other portions of Crestfall may be a little more advanced than here.
Assuming that this place is really just a flipped version of Aria. No.
We've got all the information we're gonna get.
Yeah, we did.
And I think we're at the end of the session anyway.
Yeah, we are. But wow.
So by that,
Now, is there anything else I can help you all with? I'm more than happy to keep accepting coin.
I think that'll be all.
If you're sure.
We'll visit again when we have more coin.
Yes, we'll probably find you in one of the neighboring kingdoms. You'd-
I have to warn you, strangers. I'm only going to be here for a few days. And, of course, I'm only going to be open at night.
Why
course.
is that? Do you just prefer opening at night?
The night market.
Or
The people need a place to buy things at night. For the creepy crawlies who don't like the light.
So what do you
DM.
do during the day?
Yes, chaos.
when does that the street purge with the holy water happen again?
Happens at dawn.
In a few- In
Oh.
a few days?
Yeah.
You're gonna be here for about 2 days, aren't you?
More like 3.
Yep, there it is.
And if
You're
you're
avoiding the purging.
And if you're wondering, no, that's not what I'm avoiding.
Wait,
I
you're
just-
avoiding something?
No. She thought I was avoiding the holy water.
No.
I know I'm gonna be, that's for sure.
Alright. Well, thanks for your time, merchant. Shopkeeper.
And
Shopkeeper of the
thank you.
night.
And thank you for the coin.
Of course.
Thank you, kid. See you when I see you.
Oh, actually, hold on. One last thing. And she looks to Ricky. Do you want anything?
She shakes her head no.
How's
Okay.
Ricky been handling the situation, by the way?
She doesn't seem perplexed by it at all.
She
Huh.
must have seen some worse shit.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Fair.
Wait, what?
What?
What? Wait, hold up.
What?
Hold up.
You didn't think we were his only customers, did you?
No, of course
No,
not. But
but
her?
No,
Ricky
but-
come over and-
Her?
Yeah, of course I've seen her.
With who?
Zardak.
Zardak
Oh.
is one of your customers?
Anybody who comes into my shop is one of my customers.
Oh god,
If
what did
you see
he...
him again, we never saw you.
He holds out his hand.
How much?
How much do you think it's worth to keep this secret?
How much do you feel it's worth to keep a secret?
100 gold.
Well, one of you guys is gonna have to deal with that.
I don't have 100
Almost all
gold.
my money.
Of
Can't do
course.
that.
Of course, it's 100 gold or best offer.
I just made 90.
All I got left over is 10.
Well, assuming that of course you want to keep the loyalty of your customers, because you're basically telling us right now that our safety is none of your concern. Therefore, why should we trust you as a shopkeeper if we can't even trust
Actually-
that you're going to keep us alive?
That is actually a very good point.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
And yeah, I actually am with her on this one. I was
Can you give me some help with it? I am
Yes, I can.
scared.
oh skip.
Give them Bardic too. Everyone knows what they need as much as they can.
Okay.
Give them a Bardic and a
Sorry.
help.
Oh,
Probably
I might
gonna
not
need it
need
for the
it,
rest of the
but
call, but
26.
I'll drop it to 5 gold then. 5
Uh,
gold, you won't have to worry about me telling nobody.
alright. And she hands you 5 gold.
He takes it before putting it away. My lips are sealed. I've never seen you all before in my life.
Perfect.
Especially not her.
Yes, especially not her. And she, pats Ricky on the shoulder. Okay. I think that's good for now, then.
Time to leave the shop and Con to explain what he had found out.
No, as in that should be the end of the session. I think Chaos is dying. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and maybe watch some more. Be seeing ya.